I don't have hair.
Oof.
You got Marcos.
That's not.
Wait.
Yeah,
That's true. You do got me.
Get over here, Marcus. Let me look at you.
They don't want it.
Tobin and Leroy, ready to deploy. Had to hit it with a little journalism, but that was a decoy. Better have about me, boy. Okay, Leroy and Tobin, hold to the show, man. Still in the stars with the show, and till then his half moon open. Sometimes go taste like a snowman. No proof I'm alive by the motor. No proof. Like I always wanted him, I never hated him, I never traded him. Independent, I never ever traded him. You never know what is a star? Like another city, the driver's side fly. Wish I could large, so many more. 10 in the more, never a bar. 8, 10 in the more, 2 to the P. Nothing to you, but it's something to me. Handsome as ever and cute as can be. You can watch us on YouTube with view for free. Ay. This one time for the Twitch. This one time for the text. This one time for the phone line. Whole time wonder what they gonna do next.
You know, I just wish you guys would stop the quibbling.
Morning, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. 560 WQAM. Hello, Leroy. Leroy? Is he frozen or is he just like staring at nothing?
Okay, so he's moving, so we know he's not just.
Oh, because he was here yesterday. He didn't unmute his damn computer.
Yeah, there you go.
And he's not even looking. He's not even
solved.
looking. You want to know what the thing is funny about him? Take him
Yeah.
off screen, JFig, because I don't want him to like do something stupid.
Correct.
But like, you want to know what's adorable about him? He'll sit here and say, "Where's the link?"
Yeah,
You're like a diva.
He was
He
very
sits
aggressive.
here like a diva.
Wow,
And he's here. Let's just do this.
Yeah.
How about we just do the thing?
this is
where-
my fun part though. Watching you.
It
call
is.
him
It's just it's ridiculous because he's like sitting there staring. He can't hear anything because
Yep.
he muted his damn thing yesterday, and nobody nobody
Oh.
wants to look at this.
he's looking over at the
Here
phone.
we go,
He
here we go.
takes out the headphones.
Hey, unmute your site, dude. We've been staring at you, talking to you, and you're just staring at the computer doing nothing.
It's true. It's true.
All right.
Oh, he seemed like, oh,
Yeah,
what are you so
oh,
angry
what are
about?
you so angry
This
about?
guy called for the link.
And you know what my favorite is when like JFig's just like she types unmute like he's gonna hear that. He's very
Yeah.
clearly not looking
Yeah.
at the screen. He's not looking at anything.
No.
So like none of that is gonna help. You guys we gotta produce, people. Like nothing is yeah, that's a shame. He can't hear anything.
Yeah,
And
what
maybe
are
we
we
should
gonna do?
type to him on the platform he's not seeing or hearing anything.
That's good.
That
Hey,
is-
well, you know what?
and by the way,
I
it was
would-
hilarious because you asked for a link like an hour ago. It's the earliest I've ever asked you've ever asked for a link.
No, I usually get it right after the last show.
I know, but you're not logging in like 15 minutes beforehand.
Well, because I needed to know if there was going to be complications we needed to work through.
I told you there would be no complications. The only complications were from you.
We say a lot of things.
Oh, okay.
The only complications were you staring at a screen. But we're here, everybody. Yeah, we were. So, were you ever going to come in today, or was it just roll of the dice?
No,
Let's
I
see if
told
it was
you
gonna
that.
work, David.
I told you that yesterday.
I know you said you weren't coming in, but then you found out we might not have been able to do the show.
Yeah,
Like,
and I
we
said,
just
well, I
didn't-
got to call the pool guy to see if he can switch.
and he couldn't switch.
No, they might have to dig a hole.
What does that mean? Dig a hole. What are they doing? Building you a second pool?
What's going
No,
on?
if there's a
You
leak,
already
you
have a
got to go get the pipe.
Interesting.
Ooh.
Oh well.
Right. So
Are
he's
they gotta
like,
drain your pool?
no,
Oh, okay.
it's not a leak though. That like, yeah. I told the guy, I said, hey, buddy, you know, where I'm from, if there's a leak, you lose water. I haven't lost water in a week.
Uh-huh.
So chances are it's not a leak.
Mm.
So I love
Well-
having to research and do pool stuff for the pool guy that you're
Interesting.
paying.
He probably wants just that inspection fee.
No,
Diagnosis.
because he came out a couple of weeks ago and he said nothing was wrong, and the same thing happened again. So
What is happening?
when when I clean the pool, so you take the filter out, you clean the filter. This
Mhm.
time I changed the filter. I put the filter in, clamped everything, airtight everything. No water runs through the system. Usually I can go back and forth, and then all of a sudden it'll start, going through the system. Nothing happened this time. I told him last time, and we did it, and the water was going through the system. He's like, "Oh no, there's no problem." And I'm like, "Yo, I've been experiencing this for a while before I call you out here. It's not a one-time thing." "Oh, don't worry. You probably just blah 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 blah." All right. So I hadn't cleaned the filter. I cleaned the filter or changed the filter this weekend. Boom, nothing. So instead of trying to fix it, I'm like, no, I'm going to leave it here because I don't want it working. When he gets here, I want him to see what I'm experiencing.
Gotcha. All right.
So I got to go out there and go through the process.
When does he get there today? When does he get there?
Between 10 and 12.
Oh, okay. So we'll see. He'll see him at 12:15.
That's why I said no. You know what? To be fair, he's been pretty good. Like if he says coming at 10, he between 10 and 12, he's usually right at 10 or 10:30. Like it's usually never on the back end of it.
All right. Well, let's get to our headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
Marlins made a crap ton of trades yesterday. Woo! Busy
So
day for
Marcos is playing first base.
Yes, I will be starting this weekend, guys.
Do you think Jake Berger is afterwards? He goes, not me.
I was wondering. I saw the name. Really holding on to that.
He goes, nah, Jake, you're affordable.
You're under that control, Jake Berger.
Also, Jake Berger does look like he's been in the league for like 17 years, right?
He does. He's the oldest looking 26-year-old you've seen.
Face of the franchise.
For now. Because the face of the franchise is in New York right now, and he looks like the greatest baseball player we've ever seen. Jazz Chisholm is hitting the cover off the ball.
It's like happy life, happy wife, right?
Yeah.
Like, happy winning team. I'm happy.
He's out there. He's hitting. Yeah. He's like, he's doing for funsies. He's like taking Aaron Judge's bat and hitting home runs. He's just messing around, and he's got 4 home runs in 2 days. So yesterday he had a huge go-ahead home run for the Yankees, put them up 5-4. They win in extras. He's having the time of his life.
Can I just say this?
Pitch is swung on, hit deep to right. Back goes Castellanos at the wall. Oh, baby, another one. Adios, amigo. Smooth Jazz does it again. His 4th home run in the series. Jazz Chisholm Jr. is a Bronx bomber from the Bahamas. Strom's pitch is swung on, hit deep to right. Back goes Castellanos at the wall. Oh, baby, another one.
Just want to rub salt in them, trying to play it twice, huh?
It's so
well, isn't it? Don't they have that short porch in right field?
They're in Philly though, but yes, Philly is a little league park for sure. You can hit some bombs, but I mean, you know him; he don't hit some cheapies. Jazz.
Right. Oh no, he get his money's worth. But it's amazing that every player that gets traded from the Marlins mysteriously becomes really good when they leave. Why is that?
Arias has kind of stunk up the joint.
Yeah, but all right. Okay.
But I was asked, because obviously I have a lot of Yankees fans in my life, and they're all asking me, and I just had this feeling. I'm like, I feel like he's going to be awesome for you guys because he is a show pony. Like he I feel like
New York.
When the lights are brighter, I feel like Jazz Chisholm plays better. I feel like he's going to be the toast of that town, and good for him. You know, he's kicking ass. Now, yesterday the Marlins went out and they made a lot of trades. Trevor Rogers, friend of the show, he's gone. Went to the Orioles. This seems to be the trade everybody's most fired up about. They get Connor Norby and Kyle Stowers. But Trevor Rogers, you know, he's not regained the form that he was when he was an all-star. So that seems to be the trade everybody's most pumped about. They traded Tanner Scott for a boatload of pitchers, a lot of top prospects from the Padres. Josh Bell went to the Diamondbacks. Brazaban went to the Mets for Wilfredo Lara. Old Goose Liver, JT Chargois, he went to the Seattle Mariners for Will Schomburg.
And then literally sounds like we're the farm system for Major League Baseball.
And then Brian De La Cruz went to Pittsburgh for right-handed pitcher Jun Seok Shim and Garrett Forrester.
Wow.
So there you go.
Those two names don't go together.
Nope.
Garrett Forrester seems like a simple name,
Peter Bendix did not have a press conference. He just put out a statement.
Oh, great.
Oh yeah, hold on. Yeah, 'cause
Answer for your crimes.
if you talk, then you got to answer questions.
He said, after a busy trade deadline with many tough decisions, we're excited about the layers of talent joining our organization. Our goal is to be a consistently competitive team with talented and promising players we've acquired. We're confident that we're moving in the right direction and building a deeper, stronger organization. We thank our fans for their continued support and share their goal of being a contending team that they can be proud of.
He hasn't been here. He hasn't been here that long.
No, this guy's a weasel.
Wait, no.
Oh, don't say that. You don't know that he's a weasel.
Here's
Answer for your crimes, Pete.
Margos. Here's what I will say.
Yeah.
You can tell he hasn't been here that long with that last statement.
Yeah.
Asking
Thank you
for
for your
patience.
Support. We share the
Continued
same
patience.
And I remind you to enjoy SpongeBob Night, which is coming
last time we went to a game, I yelled at Tobin from home plate, and he was in left field.
Throwback night coming up as well.
Tobin, get me a beer. All right.
I hear ya.
Strike two.
So there you go. Marlins. I mean, he was busy. He definitely didn't sit on his hands. He got after it yesterday on trade deadline day, and we'll see if it works out. I'm not. Seems like some you should be fired up about. Seems like others ho hum. We'll wait and see. Been told the Marlins have gotten hauls before, and they've gotten so.
Yeah.
We'll see if Bendix is better at this. We'll see if that's the case. If he's better at this than old Jeets and Denbo.
So far, I'm gonna say no.
Well, it's been a tough start.
But it's not
watching
gonna last
Jazz
forever.
Chisholm become an MVP has been tough.
I mean, you watch Christian Yelich do it.
Yeah, that wasn't him though. That wasn't him. I can't blame him for the crimes of others.
So I mean, you look at the Stanton and Yelich trades a little bit differently than you look at these.
The Stanton trade I looked differently because he made $300 million. Knew you weren't going to make anything for him. Blowing the Yelich trade is an all-time blow. Like that you screwed the pooch. Marcelo Zuna, you got Sandy. I can't really be too mad at that one. You got a Cy Young pitcher,
right?
But that's 2 front offices ago. Like that's Mike Hill. Like what am I?
I got you. I mean,
which is I think part of the thing is like nobody knows who to be mad at, and they look at this guy with his glasses and they're just like, beat it, nerd.
Which is one of the things that I always say about organizations, right? When you have a lot of change within your organization, it usually means that you have a lot of change in the team, the coaches, or whatever. Yeah, I mean, we talk about it all the time. If you get rid of a GM in football, the first guy that usually goes is the coach and then the quarterback because they're all tied together. And then you got to go through that process again. So at what point is the organization? I'm not saying the fans. I'm not saying at what point is the organization going to see this through? Because there has been no regime to date that has actually let it play out, right? They get antsy and then we got to make changes. We got to start over again, and the process starts over again. Meanwhile, you're asking the fans to be patient.
Yeah, I mean, like, look, the fans have been patient, but I think the thing that you look at from last year is they look like they had some talent. They kind of went for it, made some good trades at the deadline. You made the postseason. I will give, I wouldn't say pass, but I can give an explanation to, hey, your entire rotation got nuked basically at the start of the season.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. But that,
I think it was heading towards Disasterville right away.
Right.
But I just don't know. I think the thing what it is now is like I just don't even know because Jazz is obviously hurts and it sucks seeing him go to this, and he's the most high profile guy that's gone, and immediately he's going out there and you see he becomes like one of the faces of baseball. That is what's going to hurt the Marlins fan more than anything. Like you can sit here and you can tell me that, yeah, you can sit here and you can tell me that you got a haul for Trevor Rogers and that they fleeced the Orioles, and hey, great. I hope that is the case. I hope these guys turn out to be awesome. I hope the guys that they got for Jazz turn out to be awesome. But it's a big ask. You keep going back to the well of asking, like, hey,
Be
Be
patient.
patient.
Right.
Keep doing it. It's like
That's more of my
eventually you're gonna just you run out of feel. I think right now the Marlins are just at they're I think they're just not even at anger. I think the apathy is just at such a point right now where people are just like, all right, whatever, same old stuff.
I would say, for me, when I see a GM or an ownership say, be patient, right? Like, as much as we don't want to be patient with the Dolphins, we can kind of see that, they've tried to get some consistency in their building. And so, like, you may not want to be patient, but at least you can see stuff, right? You can see signs that there's hope. With the Marlins front office has been the most impatient organization in baseball for the last 15 years? And they say, you got to wire it out. You got to be patient. I'm like, well, you're not.
Fair. Yeah.
So at what point, and that's what I mean about when you look at the bad organizations in sports, right? Detroit hired a coach and fired him after a year and gave him a $6 or $7 million deal. How can you go to your fans and say, be patient? You got to, we're young and we're working through it when you don't even have the patience in your own organization.
You mean the Pistons?
The Pistons, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
The Pistons, right? Like, there's organizations that have done that. When you look up at Washington, they've had more coaches than whatever, right? No, like, I get it. It you can't expect, you don't want us to think it's going to change overnight, but neither can you. And so that's one of the things I kind of appreciate about what Stephen Ross does. He's like too patient. So, you know what I mean? At times he's kept guys a little bit too long. So I appreciate that. But the Marlins, you can't.
If I would have put the last week in a vacuum, I think they probably did the right thing. Like, they were the worst team in the National League. They will be probably better next year just based on getting their arms back should they keep Sandy.
Right.
Getting Yuri Perez back and getting Max Meyer back healthy and getting all these guys in the fold. Like, I think that it's going to be inevitable they'll be better next year.
Yeah, I know, but we still don't trust they're going to see it through, because just like you said,
you're right.
If they have a month, Sandy's gone.
You're right. And so I can't sit here. I think you're just going to have to show it if you're the Marlins at this point, because I think
put your Twitter thumbs down.
Yeah.
Put your pen down and just take the heat and just collectively in the offices say, look, we just gotta, we gotta be patient ourselves and we gotta push through this.
Yeah, it's just all very unbecoming, like it's one of these things where, like, I get that Bruce Sherman has come in here with a weird situation because he basically got sidled up with Jeets. That whole Jeets thing fell apart. So Jeets' people got to go. He wants his own people, but he doesn't have that much money. He's got a bunch of investors. How do you do that? Well, I got to be the Rays. So I go get the Rays guy. And it's just like,
right.
All right. But
and then you got rid of what we thought was a pretty good GM in Kim Ang, right?
Got a good and immediately got, make the playoffs. Kim Ang and the Marlins agree to part ways mutually, in air quotes. Skip Schumacher, we find out a month into the season. Everybody says this guy's a great manager. We all saw it last year. Accountability, comes in with Cardinals credibility, been a champion. Yeah, but not at the same page. He's going to be gone. So, like,
in that same breath, you're going to look at us
and say, be
patient.
Yeah.
Right? When you've had good people in your organization, and you've made change. Right.
It's one of these things where, like, hey, if you're sticking out and you're diehard and you're like I was when I was 12 years old watching Jesus Sanchez, the pitcher, not the outfielder, go out there and pitch all the time for the Marlins, and you watch them get their teeth drubbed in, and eventually you saw Mike Lowell, Derek Lee, and Alex Gonzalez come together, or you were in 06, you were a kid, and you saw Dan Uggla and Hanley Ramirez, and they all thought they were going to suck Mike Jacobs. I hope that this guy gets the next crop of those guys. I hope. But I don't know what to tell you. I mean, like, I respectfully am going to just sit on the sidelines, and I will sit here and I will, hope. I'll hope, but I don't have a lot of hope because
Right.
since this dude has taken over from Loria, I don't know. Really, it does feel like he's ping ponging all over the place. There's not a lot of direction.
I would say with all of the things that have happened in the past couple of months, and we have been probably given more excuses as to why things are going the way they are, right? For the organization to not they don't feel the same way we do about this team and to basically start over again. Yeah, it's a hard thing to swallow when you've been watching it for a long period of time. And this is one of the reasons why you 100% appreciate what the Heat do, even though you wish they would do more, right? So,
but I can't wait till 11 o'clock to watch my Serbians, go and take on Puerto Rico.
-1.
Why?
No, that's a -1.
It's a
dude.
doubleheader for me today. Serbia and Team USA.
-1.
It's -1 for flip-floppery. You cannot have two teams.
Why not?
You can't.
I got Yovi today at 11, and I got Bam today at 3. Should they not bench him?
No. You can't do that.
I'm going to tell you something right now, though.
Yeah.
If these mother bleepers, if they kowtow to that pressure and they bench Bam for Tatum, you might as well call me Tobinich because I'm going full Serbian.
Whoa.
Wait, but my question is, substituting him for Bam
makes no sense.
They do different things.
I understand.
Yeah.
But I don't care. I don't like the fact that it was put in the ether.
Yep.
So if that happens, I may become a Serbian citizen.
You hold on. You think
Wow.
we got two of the coaches that don't give a damn about what nobody says? You think they're going to be influenced by that?
I don't know. Does Steve Kerr not care?
Steve Kerr doesn't care what people think. Have you heard him talk?
Yeah.
And Spo doesn't.
No, I know he doesn't.
Right.
He's the head coach. He's the assistant.
Oh, okay. You think they gonna have a conversation? Hey, Bam is our lockdown group with AD and Derek White. Okay, don't mess with that. And Spo is big on that. Spo is big on all the starters could be injured, and he ain't gonna move those three up to the starting rotation because he wants those three to play together.
We'll take a quick break here on the show. We're streaming live on YouTube, Twitch, Miami 560 WQAM. Back after this. Welcome back, everybody. It's Tobin and Leroy here with you. 560 WQAM.
Mrs. Big Teeth herself.
I don't like how you've been very judgmental on teeth lately. It feels like you've moved on from fat shaming to teeth shaming.
Yeah.
She has some dude.
I just think of her as a singer. I don't think about her teeth.
I state the obvious. She smiles. I'm like, wow, that's a crispy, clean, white, perfectly lined up set of teeth.
I don't think you say that though.
I don't think you did say that. I don't think you did say that.
I think
you
she
say,
had some dental work.
whoa, look at the chompers on that one.
Man, what kind of trees are you chomping down?
Hey,
Building a dam anytime soon?
same thing. I just say it in my own Leroy way. The samesies.
I don't think it is samesies.
It is.
Camp gets going again today. We got a couple camps. Canes camp opening up today.
All right.
Practice, getting it going.
So first preseason game is this Friday or next Friday?
The first preseason game overall is this Friday. The Hall of Fame game is
Hall of
on
Fame game. So
Thursday.
next Friday.
And then next week, Dolphins Falcons.
Wow, that's a lot more time than usual before the first preseason game.
Is it?
Yeah.
I feel like usually it's like 2 weeks and then camp gets going.
Yeah, that was 3.
Not really, because like they started.
Wait. Started last week.
Mm-hmm.
This is the second week.
Right.
And the third week in the game.
Nah, because it's a game week. Like you're counting the extra. You're counting the game week as a week.
From game start day to game day.
Nah, you're not doing that right.
Oh my goodness.
You don't know football.
I'm telling. What's wrong with you?
What's wrong with you?
I was in camp for a week, and then we have a game. Now
That's
they
what
do the warm up to camp.
I will say that Bears Hard Knocks looks pretty Goosies.
Really?
Looks pretty Goosies.
Wow.
You think the quarterback can make that much of a difference?
I don't know. They're not playing him. I'm annoyed by that. Like, come on, he's a rookie. Get him out there.
Marcos, let me ask you this.
Yes.
If the Bears are a lot better with the new quarterback, will you look at the old quarterback differently?
No, because he likes mobile.
No, but I'm just saying. But
Also, Caleb Williams, crying baby.
wait,
That's true.
If Caleb is better,
Yes.
and that team is more competitive and has a better record, will you look at Justin Fields differently because he basically had the same team?
I got a question.
Sure.
How about this?
Mhm.
You've been in this division before. Is there any shot in hell that the Packers fan doesn't have a huge fat head of him crying in his mama's arms?
Wow. You know how those fans do.
Especially, listen, you think the Packers Minnesota rivalry is big?
Oh, Packers
The
Bears.
Packers Bears. Oh my goodness.
Packers Bears, and then of course Aaron Rodgers for years was saying, "I own you."
You know what's
Right.
crazy? Is that the only division that has like 2 rivals like that? Because I mean, if you go to
I think NFC East would say they're rivals with Eagles, Giants,
Right.
Eagles, Cowboys. I
Cleveland
think
kind of has 2, but it's because of the move. So all of Cleveland hates Baltimore.
but
and
Steelers is
They
number
also
one.
hate
Yeah?
Steelers. But the Baltimore thing is personal.
Of course.
Right. So there's that. But I think the oldest rivalry has to be Green Bay and Chicago.
Has to be.
Right. No, AFC West, they got nothing.
AFC West, Raiders, Chiefs.
Yeah, but
Everybody, they're kind of right now. Everybody's in a, it's kind of like the AFCs. Like everybody hated the Patriots, but that's just because the Patriots were drubbing everybody,
right.
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 But I think there's probably more vitriol between Dolphins, Bills in history and Dolphins, Jets until
Right.
the Patriots came and just stomped on everybody, and everybody hates them.
I would guess Dolphins Bills is because of Elway. I mean, because of Kelly and Marino, both teams being really good. But I would say the New York thing is bigger because of the transplants.
There's always a New York, South
Right.
Florida thing. It's always going to be a thing.
Exactly.
It's always going to be a thing for sure.
Exactly. That's the
let's
same
do
thing
some.
with the Knicks, right?
Ugh,
Plus, Pat Riley came from the Knicks.
disgusting. Let's hear a little bit from our campers. River Craycraft in.
I thought you were gonna say anytime touchdown. I'm on it.
Oh, always. Conejo Blanco.
Dude, you say he can't score if he's not dressed.
People call him that.
I mean, he puts himself with the White Rabbit. I feel like if he's, but you're in Miami, I'm calling you Conejo Blanco.
Pretty good.
White Rabbit.
So he's saying he's fast.
I guess so. Damn,
I mean,
he
would
did
that
have
be
a great
fun?
net. The way I went, the practice I went to on Sunday, he ended it with a really great one-handed catch in red zone drills. I was like, whoa, River. I wish I could have gotten 15-1 on that. He said, now we were talking about this on Monday because Jeff Wilson, he was saying a lot of wrinkles coming with this offense because he knows Mike McDaniel many years back to San Francisco, as does River Craycraft. And River Craycraft, he's also seeing a lot of evolutions in the offense. Here's River.
I think this offense evolves every year. I've been with Mike and Wes for, what is it, going on 5-6 years now. So I've seen the offense evolve throughout the years, and every year they come up with new things. And it really is incredible from my perspective, just because I have been with it for so long, to see how much change happens each year. So it's fun. It's interesting. It always gets the guys going, and I like where it's headed. So I'm excited to see what happens August 9th.
Ethan says, how about you develop some playoff win wrinkles?
Jeez, back to that impatient thing.
Damn, dude. I like that though. A lot of evolutions. He's excited to see what's. It feels like he's got the movie trailer for what's coming for this offense.
Part of that is also on the players, though, right? In order for a coach to come in and expand it, you got to have the players that have the ability to grow with the offense. You got to have consistent players. So Mike has had the same players, right? You only have a couple of guys that's picking up a new offense. So that in itself is what also leads you to, be able to grow at this clip. Sometimes, just doing something as simple as, hey, Tyreek, when you go in there this time, switch with Waddle. Right? You have you're comfortable in knowing that those two guys are going to know exactly what to do, and it's going to be a wrinkle and it's going to look different, but to you, it's regular offense, and that's the whole point of it.
So you agree there are going to be wrinkles?
There always is. You don't run the same crap every year.
I like it.
You watch film. These coaches watch film of every game all off season.
Sounds like we got to put the iron away.
Well, I tell you what they got to do. I wonder when was those meetings where they sat in and said, we didn't make any adjustments going out the second half. What could we have done here?
We didn't have any new tricks, Mike?
It's not even tricks. Sometimes a wrinkle is just running the same play out of a different formation or running the same play out of a different grouping so that you can set the tone for what group of guys you're going to play against. So if I have a tight end who can both pass block, can run block and also get open in the open field, and I go regular, right? Regular offense, right? That means that you're going to have a linebacker over you instead of a safety. And now you split the tight end out and you got a linebacker out there, and then you run, some pass plays out of that. Like, you've created a mismatch just with that simple adjustment, but to you, you've run the same plays.
Hey, dude, leave the starch at home,
Wrinkles, dude.
Wrinkles, dude.
They got that cotton offense.
Hey, if you guys want to go see Limp Bizkit at the I Think Financial Amphitheater in West Palm next week, caller number 3 right now.
Did Limp Bizkit do it for the Nookie?
They did.
Okay.
They did.
All right.
If you want to go see Limp Bizkit at the I Think Financial Amphitheater in West Palm next week, caller number 3 right now to 305-567-0560. We'll get a pair of tickets. 305-567-0560. Pair of tickets to see Limp Bizkit at the I Think Financial Amphitheater in West Palm. This is a Live Nation show, but caller 3 right now, Rockville. If you want to go see Limp Bizkit, 305-567-0560. 0560. Oh, our phones don't work, do they? All right. You want to know something, Marcos?
Yep.
I just realized that our phones don't work, so we
I
can't
thought
give
this
away
was a
these tickets.
formality. That's why I didn't interrupt you. I was like, this may be a legality.
Let's see.
Yeah.
How can we give away these tickets now then?
So
should we give it to should we give it to a Twitcher who really wants
They're all over the country.
Ooh, a Twitcher. A local.
You gotta be local. You gotta be local.
Or
in the market.
you give 2 away tomorrow when the phones work.
This guy's smart. He's good.
I don't know. Well, who's to say they are gonna work?
Then that's but they definitely, they definitely don't work now.
That's it. Tobin, give out your number. Call Tobin.
No, I already said
personally.
once.
Oh, okay.
Hey, for those who wrote it down the last time he gave it out.
If you have Tobin's number still, those tickets are yours.
If you guys, all right, I don't know, figure it out.
All right, you know what? DM us, hit us on Twitch, Miami 560 WQAM.
This hour of Tobin
Welcome back to the Tobin and Leroy show.
Where is
It's on the YouTube chat here. If you're local and want these Limp Biscuit tickets, concert is next week, by the way. DM me on Instagram at ArtGodSavvy. If I reply to you, you are the winner. That is how we will select it via social media. Contact us on the gram. If I reply to you, you are the winner. That's the way I decide.
I see how it is. You just want to up those followers, huh?
You know the vibes. Schmeathan just sent me a DM of a middle finger.
Wow. I apologize. Listen, that's my bad. As a host, I was like, I just want to give out these tickets, but I forgot we have no phones. My bad.
Okay.
I just saw this picture.
Ethan, we already know you don't have to
you.
send a message saying you just sent a DM of your middle finger.
We're aware, Schmeathan. We know what you want.
Love his consistency, though.
I was just looking at this. Today is a special day.
Oh,
what is
it? It is Aleksander Barkov's day with the Stanley Cup.
Oh, Barky.
Where is it? Is he here? Is he home?
That's what I want to know. I don't know where he is. I would love to know if he
man.
is in Finland or if he is down here. I'm assuming he's in Finland because I figured they want to bring it home to Finland.
I mean,
and they got like 4 guys from Finland on that team.
My question is this the time of year where it doesn't get dark?
In Finland?
Yeah.
I don't know.
That whole area.
I'm not sure, dude. I don't know. I'm sending JFig this picture that they just released because Barkov has done something that, according to the keeper of the cup, has never been done before. And that is Barkov apparently like skateboarding. I don't know what the hell is going on here, but this is the first ever time Barkov has had a professional skateboarder jump over the Stanley Cup. And I got to tell you, I'd be nervous I was the keeper of the cup. What if he doesn't clear it?
I'm more than sure they've gotten a bunch of dents out of that thing over the years.
Oh, I'm sure. But, you know, he probably wants to keep the tour on track. He doesn't want to have to send it back.
Not that tall.
What is?
Those guys jump over all kind of crazy stuff.
That's fair. That's fair. But do you think the keeper of the cup knows that?
No. You didn't say a dude from on the corner that does it off the curb.
Well, I'm assuming he's a professional. I don't mean, maybe I should.
Oh, and he's got a ramp. I thought he was just hopping up.
Oh, no. You got to give him a ramp, dude. Woo!
Yeah, he got over it easily.
Not that easily.
They added height.
They did add some height to it. The guy probably was like, easier than that.
Yeah.
Barkov's like, he's got it, buddy. Don't worry.
He's got it.
That's Finland.
Oh, yeah, that looks like Finland.
That ain't here.
By the way, Finland doesn't get dark during the summer months. You're right.
That's what I thought.
Man, it's called the Midnight Sun.
Wow.
Man.
Thanks for looking at me like
I love that he has the white gloves. Nobody else has the white gloves, but I love that the keeper
thank you for looking at me like I was an idiot, Tobin.
No, we had this debate about Finland already. I believe
No,
you.
it's not. It's nowhere. It's Finland. What is it? Finland, Norway,
Funland,
and what's the other country? They're all connected up there.
I don't know.
Sweden? Is it Sweden?
Wherever Ragnar Lothbrok took
Finland,
over.
Norway, and Sweden.
That's a Vikings reference. It has to be.
Yes.
Love that show. I'm watching Valhalla right now.
Yeah.
Apparently, he is in Finland.
No,
yeah.
nice.
Tampere, Finland. Apparently.
Yeah, you can tell just by the bricks. That ain't
Apparently he's got like a whole rally going on right now. This is kind of cool. The Panthers are tweeting out some photos right now.
Can I just say this? Let's be clear. You can bring that Stanley Cup pretty much anywhere, and you're gonna get a crowd.
Oh yeah.
Soon as one person tells another person, "Hey, Barky has the Stanley Cup," where? Then you're gonna have 200 people.
Man, this is cool. Good for Barkov, man. Look at that.
Barky. Wow, man.
But don't you love the fact that the keeper of the cup always has to have the white gloves on?
Gotta have
Wait, in shorts. He's not even in a suit. He's not even in a suit. So wait, let me get this straight. The keeper of the cup has to wear white gloves, but socks are optional.
Huh.
Yeah, exactly.
That seems nastier than touching the thing without gloves.
Look at those calves, though.
Oh yeah, that's what
Wow.
happens when you carry. How much does it weigh?
Are you
40?
sure he's not Targaryen?
It's Damon.
And hey, that's that area.
Woo!
Oh, that's nice.
Pounds.
I think I got some air, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is he like a famous Finland skater? Love to know.
34.5 pounds is how much it weighs.
Not nothing.
Famous.
yeah, but
Finland
they
skater.
jacked it up on another skateboard. You want to impress me, Barky? You jump over it.
No, don't do that.
Eh.
No, I don't want him getting hurt.
Mm.
If he wants to do it, he could do it like on maybe roller skates or something, dude. I don't want skateboard. Just seems like disaster.
Yeah, I see that. I see that on YouTube and Twitter and IG all the time. Right? Failed tricksters.
Oh yeah. Remember we watched Twin Peaks, Chive TV.
Oh yeah.
Was it Chive? This whole time I thought it was Chive.
It is.
Okay. I'm like, what? Marius Savanian. That is the name of the skateboarder.
Is it?
Yes.
How do you know?
Jameson Olive reported on NHL.com.
Oh, he's good.
Yes, he's good. He
He's
knows
good.
things about
He knows
Panthers.
things.
Yeah.
He knows things.
Marius Savanian.
And so is he? So he is the most famous Finnish skateboarder.
I'd say he's 34 years old, so he's no young whippersnapper necessarily. There's an article on him from 2015, so he's been around for quite some time. Time has not been kind to this gentleman, though.
Wow,
he does look a little bit like Pauly Shore. It's very strange.
Yeah,
But,
Pauly Shore went from looking 12 to 75 quick.
Yes.
It looks like Etu Lusterainen is at this event for Barky too.
Oh, nice.
That's kind of cool.
Tampa.
It's called Barkov City today.
I'm telling you, you bring the Stanley Cup.
Wow, they will come.
If you build.
I'll tell you what, if I brought the Stanley Cup to my high school, dude, we don't know what it is, but we celebrating.
Yeah, so exciting.
Would you eat out of it?
I've also now seen a picture of Peter Worrell who's reading books to kids.
Oh.
On Jameson Olive's Twitter account, and I'm just thinking to himself, and then kids, I pulled the jersey over the head and gave him some uppercuts.
Yeah. I mean, he had to take a knee to give uppercuts because he was tall. He was
Yeah,
like 6'7",
dude.
right?
Take a break. It's hour 2 coming up next.
Summer
It's our Tua. It's our Tua. It's our Tua. Tua, Tua, Tua. Tonga Valoa. Not
Tua Tagovailoa.
A for effort. Dolphins quarterback.
Tua.
It's our Tua. It's our Tua.
Tua.
Tua, Tua, Tua. Tua, Tua, Tua. Can go to hell. Tua Tagovailoa. Dolphins quarterback.
Daddy loves you guys.
Our Tua with Tobin and Leroy.
Check the history of
Hour 2 of the program, ladies and gentlemen. Tobin and Leroy here with you. 560 WQAM. Take you up until 2 here on the program.
Look at this message.
Is that the pool guy?
Look at this. Just read it.
Hello, Mr. Horde. The service technician is unable to make the appointment today due to a family emergency. We are so sorry for the inconvenience. Can reschedule for tomorrow at the same time, arrival between 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Please let me know if that works for you.
And guess what my reply was?
Kick rocks?
Kick
No.
rocks.
Can't see your reply.
Reply was, kiss my bleeping bleep. Oh, no. Don't have much of a choice, do I? It's
always something, dude.
It is.
It is. You cannot.
always
So, just out of curiosity, when people wonder why I get so pissed off about customer service, this is an example.
Hmm.
You can't depend on nobody, but everybody want to get paid, right? We live in the only world where you can get crappy service and then they ask you if you want a tip.
That is true.
Gratuity, please.
Headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Supercenter. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
Miami Hurricanes start off practice today. Goosies.
Yeah.
Goosies.
Here,
Goosies.
I'm going to ask you this question. Who will make the biggest jump? The Dolphins or the Canes?
Jump? Well, the Dolphins, I don't feel like are going to make a jump.
Well, I would here. Let me reword that.
By the way, I can I just say,
Yeah.
Very unbecoming of the Sports Center Instagram account to have to tweet out the Georgia Tech game. We get it.
Yeah.
We didn't have to relive it.
Yeah.
I was not happy with that.
I would let me see if I can word this a little differently. I'm gonna say I have more confidence in the Dolphins because they're building something. But there's been a lot of buzz around the Canes, and the Canes play in an easier conference.
Mm-hmm.
So how is your confidence level in the Canes? Keeping in mind, half of the guys you don't know how they're gonna play.
Here's the thing. You know how I go into these Canes seasons. All right. I don't do the research. As I was reprimanded.
We've already. That might have been that. Wait, that might have been one of the funniest things ever.
They usually cover, by the way. I hate to tell you that. You know that's you probably have done your research.
I did not
on that.
No, he didn't.
No,
you did not do the research.
I don't do.
Brendan, you didn't do your research.
No.
You know, they always cover. They always.
I know, Chris. I don't do research when it comes to the Canes. I put on the turnover chain and I walk around with swag and I throw up the U and I say that Leroy is a hater. That's what I always do. Stand by that, by the way. I haven't learned much. And now Cam Ward is going to take us to the promised land.
Oh, he's going to take us to the promised
land, dude.
Does that make usually college football is in a place where with the transfer portal and so many switchings at quarterback mostly, right?
Mm-hmm.
You used to know who's coming up next on your team, right? What young guys were moving into a starting role.
Yeah, it's
who's
different
the
now.
backup quarterback. Now you really don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And so I know what you're going to do.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Like, I would say I'm more unsure for those reasons. Not saying they can't be good, but I think they have a great chance because of the conference they play in.
Yeah, I think so. I don't think it's not a murderer's row, but I can't hear in good faith. I can't expect anything because I'm too scarred, too many awful losses. So
Right.
I'm going to try and be a grown-up and take this week by week. Now, we're going to smoke the Gators and their jorts by 2 touchdowns. That's how I feel. But I am I going to be surprised if it blows up in my face? Probably not. Probably not.
See, I don't, and here's the deal. Based on the ACC, I would not be surprised if the Canes made the playoffs because
it's 12 teams now too.
Florida State is not going to be who they are. Clemson still doesn't do. Do they do transfers yet?
No, because we only go with one name, image, and likeness.
Yeah,
that's
right.
it.
And
that's how the Clemson Tigers are and will be.
You still think you're gonna get 5-star athletes?
They have doesn't FSU? They have DJ Uiagalelei. Like if he's their quarterback.
Yeah, right. That'll be interesting playing Clemson. He's almost a 10-year vet. He played for how many teams?
I know. I remember he had that one game for Trevor Lawrence where he
threw for like 500 or something.
Killed him. Then he went to Oregon State where the Canes got this running back, Damian Martinez. That's where they got him from the Beavers. And by the way, according to Alex Dono today, looking sharp.
Wow.
Of course.
Crisp.
There is nobody who falls for the practice tweet more than you.
I love a practice tweet. And there's no Dolphins practice today, so now I gotta wait.
Oh, they're off today?
Yeah, I guess they're off today.
Cool.
They're off today.
I think it's Wednesday. Oh no, it's not Tuesday. You know what sucked? Spending your whole life only getting Tuesdays off.
Tuesdays suck. It's like the August week, you know?
Right.
Well, okay, hold on. No need to just
Tuesday. You can't do nothing on Tuesday. The only thing you can do on Tuesday is watch Monday Night Football and sleep in.
Everybody enjoy this last day of July before we have this August malaise coming up here. Dude.
Football tomorrow, huh? Whoa, Hall of Fame game.
Hey, where's my Serbian team?
Yeah,
Get it on the TV, Frog Boy.
All right. I don't. Okay.
I want to see Serbia.
Me too. What are these people?
What is this? This is this is a triathlon we got going on right now.
Oh, that's an Olympic sport, dude.
It's a lot of Olympic sports together. By the way, shout out to Team USA yesterday. We were watching that on the air.
Yep, won the gold.
Won the gold.
That's right.
And the men's team won the bronze.
I know. That's cool. That's the first time since 2008.
Yeah.
You know, the women,
and
they got
wait,
uphold.
And wait, let's not. Did you guys watch the end of the women's rugby game?
Oh, yes.
Dude,
took one to the house.
We got called out because I was like, man, we got no shot in this game.
Yeah.
Wrong. Women won the bronze.
Women won the bronze. She took it like 90.
I checked. I think last night we were ahead in all medals, but we only have 3 golds.
Yeah.
We have 3 golds. I think Japan has 6. That was as of last night. I don't know where we're at right now.
I think as of now, Japan's up to 7, and
Well,
we're up there in total. But
we'll run by everybody as soon as we get to the track.
All right, where's my Serbian team?
Oh, sorry. You don't like the triathlon?
Nah, not really.
How many of the try? You know what our triathlon would be? Wings, sliders, and dogs.
Oh, dude! I guess I'm gonna have to log into Peacock to watch this Serbian game, Marcos.
Hey, because like I can see it now. Like I might be able to get you. I probably could get you 20. I could get you 20 miles on the bike, not 100, right? But then I wouldn't be able to run because my back would be jacked up. And I could probably swim. I'll give you a couple of laps.
You feel good about your swimming? Do you need to have those webbed fingers like Marcos?
No.
Oh, it helps. I don't sleep on it.
Oh. I don't want last night's Marlins game on. Fix it, Frog Boy.
Too many options.
You sure it's not a Marlins Happy Nooner?
No, it's
No.
not. They lost last night. I
No.
mean, they barely had players, so you can give them a break. I
You'd see
guess.
Dan Vlad in the audience if it was a nooner.
Do you think that the Rays, when they go to Tropicana, you think, hey guys, here comes Peter. He's trying to be us.
It's Pete.
Wait, you remember when they had the coach and they did the bullpen first and then close with the starter?
Oh yeah. Hey, Pete, what'd you do? You sold off all your team again? You thought that was gonna work for you guys?
Be cool. Here he comes. hey, Pete. This guy. He's doing it again.
Hey, you ever run into somebody who you guys wasn't really friends, but you didn't see him in a while, and then they come up to you and act like y'all been buddies?
Cool.
Oh,
Who that happened with?
No, I ain't gonna say no names.
Oh.
Can you put it in the chat?
Yeah.
No, y'all wouldn't know.
Oh, okay.
I bet
But it was like a weird thing because dude, like, and then my other buddy said, "Huh, y'all friends?" I'm like, yeah.
Here we go. Perfect. I found Serbia, Puerto Rico. No thanks to you, frog
I'm
boy.
sorry. Did you?
I gotta watch my Serbians.
You can put it on.
Although this one is a little bit because I believe is Carlos Arroyo, is he the coach of Puerto Rico?
Yes, he is.
All right, now I got a heat life for this.
This is rough.
What are you doing, dude?
Oh man,
got to find out the.
And then Luol Deng runs. This is an entire Heat group, if we're being honest.
Yeah,
Luol Deng's bankrolling South Sudan. That's so cool.
That is indeed.
That's so cool.
He was getting a lot of money in the league towards the end of his career for not.
I mean, he's probably still getting paid by the Lakers,
dude. That Lakers deal, because remember he wanted to stay with the Heat.
Yeah,
dude.
They told him, "Go take that money. Go get that munion.
Get that munion, dude." Yeah. What did he get? What was his Lakers contract? What was the last one, Marcus?
Like 70 million or something like that?
4 years, $72 million.
That Pat said, "Hey, player,
wow,
go get yours." And he played. Wow. He didn't play 72 minutes.
No way.
No.
So he signed that contract in 2016, and they finally finished paying it to him 2022.
Oh, so they must have amnestied him.
Man.
They must have stretched that out. Wow.
So he was getting. He said, "Hey guys, don't worry. The Lakers are banking us."
You guys remember when Pat Riley, in his super pettiness, like at his peak petty? I love that man. When he was peak petty, when they signed Luol Deng after LeBron left, he said one of the greatest free agent signings in Heat history, because technically, LeBron was a sign and trade. I love you, Pat. The best.
So good.
The best. Take a break. More shenanigans on the other side.
This hour
Welcome back, everybody. It's Tobin and Leroy here with you, 560 WQAM. Hour 2 rolls on here. We're streaming live on YouTube and Twitch, Miami 560 WQAM. Hey, Leroy, get a weather update from the Demesman and Dover Law Firm.
Sure can.
YourAccentAttorneys.com. Free consultations 24/7. Call them at 866-954-MORE.
Looking outside, you know what I don't see?
Pool guy.
The pool guy. That's absolutely correct. Looks like it's pretty cloudy. Breeze has got to be 10 to 15 miles an hour. Looking for directions coming out of the east, southeast. Clouds are moving pretty good. So, same as usual. This weekend we might have some weather coming in off the East Coast. So everybody be careful about that. Look for the evening shower. And it's about 88 degrees, 89 degrees.
Good, Marcos.
Currently, we are under a heat advisory, still 93 degrees.
93.
It says, mix of clouds and sun, a stray shower or thunderstorms is possible.
Yep.
Winds 12 miles per hour out of the east, southeast. You guys want to update on that possible system that we should be watching at the moment? There is a 60% chance of the system developing, according to the National Hurricane Center. What can Florida expect over the next couple of days? A tropical wave or so could develop to a tropical depression by later this week.
Wow. All right. Well, good luck, everybody.
Good luck.
Right now, my Serbians are up on Puerto Rico, but we have yet to get the our Serbian Terminator in, as Nikola Jovic is once again coming off the bench. Nikola Jokic, though, he remains very good.
Okay, all right, good to know.
He remains very good, and he is off to a hot start here against Jose Alvarado, Grand Theft Auto, and Team Puerto Rico. So
Puerto Rico. Oh.
They're in a timeout right now, but Serbia's up 14-6 in the early goings here
They
for
did
their
the same thing to the U.S.
That's true. That's true. They're good, but they don't have Kevin Durant on Team Puerto Rico.
Very true.
Hey, can we hear a little bit from Mike McDaniel, Terron Armstead? He's working his way back.
All
Working his way back. He was out there yesterday. He was in gear. He's not doing team drills, but he was doing stuff. Here's Mike McDaniel on Terron Armstead's maintenance program.
With guys like that that have been so successful on this level and that have so much regard and respect from their teammates, you can work in walkthroughs in the PM and then assess the next day of how much you want to go. So I every day just get excited to come to practice, and some days you'll be able to, if you're wearing your Armstead jersey, he'll be out there playing and sweaty, and then he'll come and sign it. And some days he'll be working on the side, and all of that stuff is I'll let you know if there's any setbacks from it, but this is all planned.
There you go. Do you think anybody has an Armstead jersey? Like anybody go offensive lineman?
I was thinking the same thing.
That is interesting.
Do you think anybody goes that route? Any of the big boys out there, they want to go with a 70 number in the 70s?
No, nobody does that. You wear defensive lineman numbers anyway, the guys who get the sacks.
Right.
Nobody goes out there in the offensive lineman jersey.
Yeah, I got to agree with you. I don't think that. I'm sure some guys got some Jake Long jerseys. I think I've seen those perusing around. I saw a guy at training camp. He still had a Henny jersey. I was like, oh, dude, let's update it.
Time to give it up. If you would like to purchase a Terron Armstead jersey, they're currently on sale. NFLshop.com, $97.
Well, yeah, it's going to cost the same as all jerseys.
Yeah, not bad though. The white jerseys, though, that's where they get you.
The white jerseys?
Yeah, because a normal aqua is $130.
Mm-hmm.
The white, $170.
I wonder why that is.
The aqua's cheaper?
Yes, indeed. You can
Supply
even
and
get
demand, more people want the white one than the aqua one. I would get the aqua.
It happens all the time, though. It
Or
happens
the orange.
like the Marlins, or it happens with like anyone. The white jerseys are usually more expensive for some reason.
Bogdanovich just hit a 3.
Oh,
he's good.
Yeah, which one?
Bogdan.
Bogdan. Yes, of course.
I believe. I don't know if is Boyan Serbian. I'm not sure.
Oh, they're not related?
No.
What?
Wow.
What?
That's kind of a
Oh,
name.
he's Croatian.
Croatian.
Isn't it weird? Same name, two different countries?
Well, I mean, I don't know.
I don't know. As a person with a basic last name, I cannot comment on the situation.
Speaking of Terron Armstead, yesterday the Miami Dolphins, they had short yardage drills, Leroy. They went live.
Ooh.
You got to go live.
Got to go live. And this was Terron Armstead on that process yesterday.
Yeah, a lot of those are, especially like with short yardage competition today, is much less about the technique. Honestly, it's about competing. I want to whoop his. Let's get the first down. Let's talk after. That's really it. We worry about the steps and all that later. But the defense jumping off sides, we jumping the snap. You know what I mean? It's just competition. But that's what you want to see. Who's able to rise up to that competition to win that period? That's what you want to see. It's not a technique drill. It's not a make sure you get the step down. No, let's go whoop his.
Oh,
hey,
that's Goosies.
And he ain't lying. Because I'm going to tell you like this. You see all them bodies within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage, and they ain't worried about nothing but the run. They ain't got to worry about reading keys. They ain't got to worry about nothing. I used to have a rule. Take care of the 3 inside guys. I got everybody else.
Oh, really? That was your rule?
Yeah.
I like that. That's Goosies.
If you get push up the middle, we can get a first. I'll find a crack.
You're looking for the crack, or are you looking for a leap? Were you a leaper?
I would jump and twist.
Ooh.
Like, so, the linebackers. The linebackers,
miles action, dude.
No, because here's the deal. The linebackers would jump over the pile, right? So if I could jump and then turn, they don't get good contact and I go forward. That's all you're trying to do. You're just trying to get forward. That's it.
You were very bendy.
Yeah.
Very bendy.
I had some flexibility back in my day. But it's you have to make a decision so quick that it's unbelievable. Like, if people think it's easy to do it, but I knew a lot of guys that were pretty good running backs that when they got down by the end zone, they just couldn't operate that quickly because you're used to looking for space. And down there, you ain't looking for space. You're just looking for a crack. Somewhere where you can just force it in there and move the pile.
How many I'm sure it was different back in your day, but like how often are you doing these short yardage things in camp? Because this is like a big deal there. Is that like
I would say
type of thing?
You do it maybe once, twice a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's and you got to do it full tilt because keep in mind the defensive line, all they trying to do is dig. So all they doing is trying to go as low as they can and push the pile. Right? So the offensive line and what I would say to them is if that guy's trying to dig and you get him to turn in any kind of way, you win. Even if he's in your backfield, because that means I can see a crack. And then the linebackers, a lot of times the linebackers aren't blocked, but you only need a yard or two. So if they jump the wrong way, you can walk in.
Our boy Jovic, by the way, is on the court now, Leroy.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah, baby.
The Serbinator.
He's looking good. Come on, man.
Come on.
No, I wasn't feeling the
our guy.
Serbinator? He wasn't
No.
I'm the Serbian Terminator.
Here's what you're trying to do.
Short, dude.
Here's what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
Okay. You trying to get us to root for the Heat player that's playing for Serbia.
Yeah.
Hell no. He's Serbian right now.
But you
Heat player.
Yeah, but you love him. Like you love you.
I do. When he has a Heat uniform on. When he got a Serbian uniform on, I'm about America. So you're in the same tournament. I don't root for you.
All right, fair enough. I can't separate myself.
There's no love loss. He's just on a different team right now.
Just those cheeks.
Oh,
that's just like my boy when we played against Metcalf and he was playing for Atlanta. Like no,
Even he still is like the youngest easily on this team.
Yeah,
Everybody else,
well, because the other guys go to the sideline and smoke a cigarette.
everybody else is.
I wonder if they call him square. Pass me a square.
Ooh, here we go.
Hmm?
Kick out.
Hmm?
Give it to Jovic. Come on, 13. Corner 3. Oh, bricks it.
Ah,
Come on, Jovic.
almost.
That basketball looks weird, though. I'm still.
It does look weird.
It does. Like, yeah.
All right, we'll take a break. Mix things up coming up next.
Yeah.
with a Kodak. Or better yet, go to Times Square, take a picture of me with a Kodak.
Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you, 560 WQAM. What do we got here on the main TV here, Margos? We're back to, what is this, individual all around for gymnastics? We're on the men's today.
Yes, it looks like all around we're going to be seeing floor routines, parallel bars, vaults for the men's
This
team.
dude got
Wow.
up.
Yeah, that is actually indeed quite up.
Who's he for? Great Britain?
Let's see, the red and black.
I think it's that Great Britain on his leotard. Dang, dude. That's some hops.
Impressive.
Oh, this guy's definitely Ukraine.
Yeah.
Oh, on that pommel horse, dude.
Oh,
there he goes. All right.
Yeah, this was exciting yesterday. Let's see if the men's team could pull off at least a portion of the excitement we experienced yesterday watching the women's team.
It was good. Right now, the second period has just started, second quarter right now for Serbia, Puerto Rico. Our boy Jovic is on the floor. He is, I believe, 1 point via free throw. He's 0 for 1 from downtown. But he is getting some minutes right now. Serbia up 24-12. And Jovic is in action right now. So we're keeping an eye on number 5 for Team Serbia. I am rooting for Serbia, even though Leroy thinks that makes me un-American. I'm only rooting for them when they do not play America. I'm obviously rooting for America, unless, of course, Steve Kerr is a coward.
Yes.
And then I may have to take my loyalties elsewhere should he mess with Captain Bamerica.
It's fair. That is fair. If they listen to the pressure the media is putting on in regards to starting Jason Tatum and Bam Adebayo is the one taken out of the lineup,
I'm going to be annoyed. First of all, it doesn't even make sense. And second of all, if you're going to bench something, you can bench Derek White then.
Yeah.
Bench him. Bench new Derek White. Bam Adebayo is a gold medalist. Let's not forget. Okay. It's not like he's some Johnny come lately. This man has put in time. Remember at one point, Greg Popovich embarrassed him and took Miles Turner over him on a World Cup team over Bam Adebayo. And then I shook Greg Popovich out of his shoes and I said, hey, old timer, what gives? And he was like, tapioca.
Wow.
And that's kind of what he said. Yeah, that's what he said. And then all of a sudden he realized, Bam is amazing. And I should have, and I bleeped up. But, they got what they deserved, which was getting embarrassed. And now Greg Popovich is out of there. And so I just hope Steve Kerr doesn't let ego get in the way here and try and make things better. Oh, boy, they got a 2-on-1 on our boy Yovi, but they're going to pull up for 3. Cowards. They saw that presence in the paint. They didn't want none. They didn't want none, dude.
That's right.
They didn't want none.
That is right.
All right, Serbia, with Jokic on the floor, Puerto Rico making a run here. They're now down 26-18 in the midst of this. Okay, Leroy has his sandwich, which means we can get to the mixed bag.
Oh, it's that time.
The mixed bag is brought to you by Broward Health. Well into your future. What do you got today for us, Nikola Krokic?
Let's go ahead and stay in the realm of USA basketball, shall we?
Yes.
Coach K, heard of him before?
I believe his real name is Mike Krzyzewski.
Mike Krzyzewski.
Coach Team USA, of course, famous coach of Duke, once yelled at Miami Hurricanes fans for blowing a conch shell horn at their games. And I've never forgiven him.
Whiny baby. Also, an accomplished coach, I guess.
Pretty good.
This is him on why he feels Kevin Durant is the best Team USA hooper ever.
Well, I think he is because of longevity and accomplishment. It's unique, but the amount of points he scored, he scored a lot more than anyone else. And Jim, and when he did that, when he scored in Istanbul in 2010, he averaged 33 points a game in the medal round. Obviously, in London, he was part of a huge team that we had with LeBron and Kobe. And in 2016 in Rio, he was by far our best scorer and really led our team to the gold medal.
I was hypnotized by Frederick Richard right now on the ball. This guy's going off right now.
Going off.
Jesus. I mean, it's tough to argue though with him. Like Kevin Durant is the leading all-time Team USA scorer.
Yeah.
Who would you consider? Like right now, is Melo considered one of the greatest? Because Melo has 3 gold medals. Yeah.
Yes, indeed. He
So
is,
there's Kevin Durant going for his 3rd. Kevin, you got to imagine he's going for his 3rd. Because I think he was on 16, 20, and now this one.
All right.
I guess only LeBron is going for 4, right?
No, LeBron.
Oh, he missed the last one.
Yeah, LeBron hasn't been in it since when was his last one, Marcos? His last one was with the Heat. I think 2012 was his last one.
Came back as a flag bearer. 2012.
Yeah. Yeah, he was with the Heat. I know that because they have the Olympic banner in the arena for him.
Yeah.
Right next to now Bam Adebayo and Alonzo Mourning.
Yep.
I think KD may be going for his 4th gold medal. Actually.
4th gold medal?
According to USABasketball.com, he has compiled a 46-3 overall record, won 4 gold medals in FIBA events, and as a 3-time Olympic gold medalist.
Oh, so he has 3 already. Okay. So yeah, that would pass Carmelo.
Yeah, that indeed would.
All right.
I mean,
hard to argue. He's good.
Yeah, he's one of 3 Americans to play in 4 Olympics, including Carmelo and LeBron.
He's good.
Yeah,
he's good. No doubt about that. Maybe we should stop whining about him getting minutes over Jason Tatum.
Yeah.
Just a thought.
Just a
thought. What else you got, Marcos?
Staying a little bit local with this next one. Unfortunately, we've heard about it. Jazz Chisholm.
Yeah.
He's having a great run in New York thus far. 4 home runs. We have him on what has led to the power surge.
I wouldn't say I'm developing more power. I feel like I've always had the power. It's just more like swinging at my pitch and getting the right pitch and knowing what I want to do with that pitch and everything like that. And I feel like the guys in here are already helping me in that way.
You never go high heat to Jazz Chisholm. Big mistake.
You think? And he's more familiar with some of the people that he's played against down here because he's played, you know.
Because he started off against the Phillies.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like,
places can. I'm sure when he gets his first series in Yankee Stadium, though, he's going to get a crazy welcome. To have this kind of debut. No, he hasn't got to play there yet.
Wow, Dade South.
Jazz is a Yankee. Enough of Jazz Chisholm. Flashing out, dude. Flashing out.
Treat him like JJ Redick.
How about that?
Think how good the Marlins could be if they had just kept their guys.
Well, they weren't very good. They weren't very good. But look, he's off to a fantastic start. I think he's going to flourish there. Boo-hoo. What are we going to do? Enjoy whoever the hell we got. Stowers and Norby. They're supposed to be good. All right. Next generation, dude.
Yep.
What else you got in the mixed bag, Marcos?
This one also has some local ties. We have ourselves a Rat Fink in Denver.
Whoa.
Really?
Yeah, that's right. I said it. None other than Jonathan Elway.
Oh, man. John Elway. What is he talking about?
He goes back to 2018 because when you haven't accomplished anything in quite some time, of course you go back in the past. It's all you have. Mr. Elway says he regrets his biggest regret as a general manager is selecting Bradley Chubb.
What?
But you'll never believe who he wanted instead.
Did you not get Josh Allen? I feel like he is exactly your type.
I know he is. And
The one
believe
that
me,
got
last year I
away.
played with him, and I'm wondering how long is it going to take him to realize that I passed on him and took Bradley and Chubb instead?
Yeah.
It's
crazy.
And it took him 2.5 holes to bring it up and I loved him, right?
Yeah.
But it just didn't
was
work
your
out,
type.
and
That's
he
the
was
one,
my
yeah.
type, and you're right. That was probably my biggest mistake of my GM days was not taking Josh.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Bradley Chubb's turned out to be a nice player.
I'll say. You're just going to throw him under the bus like that?
That's
dude?
not very
But
nice.
isn't this playing the result?
Definitely.
Because you drafted other quarterbacks that were terrible.
Drew Lock.
Right.
Yep.
So
Paxton Lynch.
Oh,
now that you see that the quarterback you would have taken worked out, now you can go and say it's your biggest regret. You
Dan just-
actually went with more of a sure thing.
Yeah, and the guy turned out to be. I mean, he didn't end up being. He didn't stick around, and he had some injuries with Denver, but still.
No,
I feel
I
like
ain't
it's
buying
enough-
it. I ain't buying it.
Unnecessary stray
Mhm.
from Bradley Chubb that Bradley Chubb's taken from old horse teeth. You want to talk about some teeth?
Oh, you want to talk about teeth?
You know, every time the Browns played the Denver, there were fans that came with horse heads.
Classic.
Be good.
Dr. Toboggan says Elway loves the booze. Just a guess. Wasn't that a thing in the didn't Brian Flores claim that Elway and Broncos brass showed up to his interview hungover? I don't know if he is known as that. You know, I'm not to make light of anybody's drinking, but wasn't that a claim from Flores that Elway showed up hungover?
According to this, yes, he claimed they showed up an hour late and looked disheveled, like they had been drinking heavily the night before.
Brian Flores is not making no friends in the NFL, right?
That was all in the lawsuit. Yeah, he wasn't making any friends.
No, not at all.
Wasn't making any.
But they keep hiring him.
Why did you go Ryan Fitzpatrick? What are you supposed to tank?
Now, if a player was like that, you think he'd have a job?
If he hosed him down all like that?
Yeah. Depends on how good he was. Because he must be an excellent defensive coordinator. They keep hiring him.
I feel like the last guy who tried this and he really got on his last legs was Antonio Brown.
Oh,
I mean, but he was crazy. It's crazy.
It's crazy.
Still crazy, yeah. There is by the way, a Twitter handle by the name Drunk John Elway.
Oh, really?
If you ever want to reflect on his best moments. Pretty good.
All right.
Pretty good.
What else you got in the mixed bag, Marcos?
I got our favorite quarterback.
Oh, yeah?
Aaron Rodgers. Oh, there you go.
Did he get into another fight or is that the same fight? Because I saw a new video yesterday. Is he still getting into altercations? Is he just a grump right
I
now?
don't know if that's the same fight or a different one, but I do know that according to Robert Saleh, Mr. Rodgers will not be playing in the preseason.
We haven't really talked about it. My instinct right now as I stand here is we'll see.
Your instinct is we'll see.
My instinct is no, but I want to leave it open. That third game is the one where we're deciding. So he definitely won't play the first two, but the discussion on the third one we just haven't quite had yet.
Well, I mean, how can he rely on him? He doesn't know if he has a vacation set.
Hey, I totally would love to be there, but Deadpool.
How could you book him?
I'm going to see a special screening of Deadpool.
Gotta watch Deadpool.
Aaron Rodgers is like, yeah, I'm actually in Deadpool. You didn't know that.
I will be at the red carpet.
Sorry.
I would just say that it's an interesting situation with him because he hasn't played.
Yeah.
And like we're making terrible assumptions that after not playing football for an entire year, that you can just start in the regular season.
It's a long time away from the game, man. Yeah.
Right. Just ask Deshaun Watson. How's that working out?
Not great. Is he playing in the preseason?
I would hope so.
He's still coming back from a shoulder thing though, right? Didn't he have like a bad shoulder injury?
Yeah. But I'm just like, it's why do people think you could just pick up where you left off a year ago at that position with new players, right? Like he's got to get, there's certain things that you have to get acclimated to with your teammates playing football. And so I would say this, I'm not saying that they're not going to eventually get it, but to assume they're going to start the season running like, on all cylinders, everybody's going to be on the same page is crazy.
Just one more, Marcos, here for the mixed bag today.
Indeed, my friend. Now we all know our actual favorite quarterback. Never doubted him.
Yep.
That is our boy, none other than Tua.
Daddy loves you guys.
Recently signed. He got the money, which means people, you'll never believe this. This is disgusting habits of these people attempting to hop back on the bandwagon.
Really?
That is disgusting to say the least.
How about that, huh?
Dan Orlovsky, huh?
I feel like Dan Orlovsky's been in Tua's corner.
Well, one time he said something bad and we were mad at him. This is him. He's on board with paying Tua.
We used to live in this world with Tom Brady. If you're not Tom Brady, you suck. And if you're not Patrick Mahomes, you suck. Maybe Tua's just really, really, really good. And he's not all-time great. That doesn't mean that you sit there as an organization, you say, okay, there's three kind of pods that you fall into when you're a quarterback when it comes to money. You either, hey, we'll pay this guy whatever we want. There's like 4 of them on the planet, okay? Or we're not going to pay this guy because he's not worth it at all. And then there's that middle ground. And you have to figure out as an organization, are we a little bit okay, maybe overpaying? Are we going to try to underpay? How hard do we want to play this when it comes into negotiation? And most starters fall in that world. And if you're the Miami Dolphins, you sit there and go, 9 months ago, we were the 1 seed. And we did not become the 1 seed because the quarterback play fell off. We became a lesser football team because 6 starters got hurt for the rest of the year.
Wow.
I'm passionate.
Dan Orlovsky,
I would say
passionate.
this. Please don't let the facts get in the way of the Tua story, which is what everybody did last year. Right? I understand what people say about Tua. I'll give you that. But at some point, you have to evaluate it and go, hey, what is the reason why we fell off at the end of the year? The real reason. You know, the cop out, what the cowardly move is to say? The quarterback. Is that the real reason? Absolutely not. Is it part of it? Sure. But that's not the main reason. So be honest about the situation before you evaluate it.
Be
and I can
honest,
respect
Posh.
that.
Be honest.
You know, he was lying recently.
Who?
Mr. Be Honest.
Really? What did he lie about?
There's these commercials that came out in the early 2000s of him pulling off some miraculous kicks. Like, you know, sometimes Nike or Gatorade will have those dramatic commercials and you know it's fake. Like Michael Vick throwing the ball out of the stadium.
Out of the stadium, yeah.
Yeah, so David Beckham had one that he essentially kicked the ball into a trash can on the beach. And now he's claiming that, oh, no, that was real. That really happened. And the first thing that came to my mind is, be honest, David.
So you think he's a liar?
I think he's a liar, bro.
Hey, I have thrown a football out of the stadium over the dog pound.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, not
But
from
did
the
you do it?
50-yard
But
line,
yeah,
dude.
didn't Michael Vick do it from the other end zone?
It was like it was
It was crazy.
It was really strange.
No, I was in the end zone. And you know, the dog pound was the bleachers. It wasn't the stadium.
Yeah, Mahomes did that too. Didn't
Yeah.
like there was a Mahomes video of him doing that, but but the Vic commercial was crazy.
that was
Me then, I only had one fumble in the end zone. And it was the most embarrassed I ever felt on the football field. Because we were playing Dallas. I caught a screen pass. I went inside, went back to the outside, and was getting ready to extend the ball like that. And Chris Dolman came behind me and poked it. Right? After I ran by him, poked it, and it went out of the back of the end zone.
They call him Sneaky Chris.
That's what I've heard.
It went out of the back of the end zone. That means they get the ball on the 20. That was the only time I ever fumbled around the end zone, ever. I still remember.
Michael Vick Powerade commercial. Michael Vick throws out of the end zone.
It is. And then, like, I think he caught like a guy in a slant and he caught the ball and was driven 4 yards.
Well, the
back.
first one is he throws the ball and the guy falls over. So there's a couple of those, and then it's Michael Vick. He's going deep, and he just yaks it out of the stadium. It's a ridiculous video.
It really is. It really is
They're
ridiculous. Love
like-
it though.
You know what else I used to do? Hit sand wedges from one goalpost to the other.
Did you?
Yeah, you go to the game really early. Like, the only problem is one of the end zones, it was dirt. Oh, is this it?
This is the commercial that.
Oh, this is a long time ago. Look at the cargo shorts.
Yeah, look at
Pepsi
them.
commercial. You know,
hello, love. I'm David Beckham.
Just
all here on the beach, just casual with my Pepsi and my football.
Long cargos.
Hey,
Long
what's up with
cargos.
the straw? Were we still doing that?
Wow.
Back in the day, he
Thorell
was.
just has 3 soccer balls readily available, of course.
Oh, this is crazy.
Everyone
I didn't think this was going to
travels with
happen.
3.
Bang.
Oh, yeah. Into the trash can, of course. Sets up the
First
second
of
soccer
all,
ball.
if you made it, you'd show a lot more excitement than that.
No, not if you're
Right?
David Beckham.
No, David Beckham this is a Tuesday for David
Yeah,
Beckham.
this is just drinking my Diet Pepsi as I
Oh,
as I
it's
break the
crazy.
internet.
Look, I'll do it again.
You know, and this was the early days of the internet. This is 2007.
Wasn't
So,
there was the last lie, wasn't it Steph Curry didn't he hit like 4 full court shots in a row? And they were like they let that sit for like a day. They're like, come on, dude. Come on, dude.
Hey,
He
claims
does,
over.
but his was more believable because he does hit some crazy shots in pregame.
Of course. That's the last time it was like, well, if anybody could do it, it was him. But he pulled. If it was just one, everybody would have believed it. But he hit it like 4 times in a row. It was ridiculous.
Wow.
Be honest, Steph.
Be honest.
Be honest. Take a break. Back after this. All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you, 560 WQAM. Take you up until 2 here on the program. Let's get to our headlines. Brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Supercenter. Why buy a truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks. You know what?
Right.
I've been thinking about this pool thing.
Yep.
And I'm going to tell you what happened. This is the real world, right? And I'm going to tell y'all, and y'all understand. Now, if he spent an hour coming to my house, he already got paid for the hour because it's the same problem. So he don't get paid nothing for coming over here. He can go to 2 other houses and get that appearance fee, regardless of whether something's working or not. So if he got 2 more people on the list, then he's like, oh, I ain't gonna call that guy back.
So you don't think there's a family emergency?
I don't know, but
Sounds good.
Did he have a family emergency at 10:30 or a family emergency at 8 in the morning? He could have called me then.
I don't know.
See what I'm saying? Did he leave where he was working and had a family emergency that way, or he never got started?
I think family emergency has a negative connotation on it. You might as well tell me what happened.
Pretty much. But no, you say that and everybody just says, oh, no, hope everything's okay.
I mean, sometimes there are family emergencies.
For sure.
Yeah, I'm like,
you don't want to be specific, but
again, have I ever called you at 10:30 after the show started and say I have an emergency, I can't make it?
Well, I mean, it's a little different. Our show starts the same time every day, you know?
Yeah, but still.
Like if I wasn't there at 10:30 and I called you, I think you would probably be like, there probably is an emergency.
Yeah,
That would be very weird for me not to show up at 10.
Right. But
Yeah,
I'm just
you didn't
saying.
hear from me for 30 minutes.
Right.
Fear had to live in.
Although I suppose if I wanted to lie, like let's just say I was just blasted, drunk, hungover.
Also,
and
like
but I've never used the family excuse before. Then I suppose I got one in the clear.
Boom! There you go. Everyone gets one.
No, every time there's been something with family, we've let each other know well before there was time to show up so we could work accordingly.
On Sandy, kick the bucket. That's how I say it. I don't say family emergency. I'll let you know what happened.
Anyway, we got a Team Serbia right now. They are up on Puerto Rico by a lot, up by 17 at halftime. So my Serbs are doing work right now against Puerto Rico.
Oh, somebody I was watching somebody in the chat said, I'm American, but I was raised Colombian. And I'm like, that's different.
Why is it different?
Not what we're talking about. You ain't got no ties to Serbia other than a player that plays for your team.
But that's our guy.
Yes, when he's a Heat player.
No, he's always a Heat player. He's a Heat lifer. You know? Like, I mean, that's our guy, Jovic. I'm not going to just ignore it. I want him to play well.
Here we go. You were so wrong on this. This is Jukebox 305. Born in the U.S., but raised Colombian. You best believe both countries are going to hear me cheer for them. Now, when they play each other, does that depend on the sport? So it's a case-by-case rooting.
Let me ask you this.
But that's not what we're talking about here.
Is Spo allowed to root for Jovic when they're not playing? You don't think he's wishing his player good success?
Yeah.
You don't think Bam is rooting for
We're
his
fans.
Yeah, but also I want to see him flourish. I want to see him peacock. Let's see him do his thing.
I'll look. I
It
won't
probably
root.
came so far. I mean, there hasn't been much to root for. I gotta be honest with you. Like, let's get going. I think these guys are begrudging our young stud here, not giving him the rock.
They're giving him that
The whole world is treating him like he's 20, but he's been pros for longer than some of them.
Just simple jealousy from Bogdanovich's classic case. Been happening whole life back when Papa Jovic took starting spot from Papa Bogdanovich. And there's been rivalry between Jovic and Bogdanovich's for a long time.
Do you think they're nursing his injury? Remember, he was on a cart for quite some time.
He was on a scooter.
Yeah.
He was on a scooter. I don't think they're nursing his injury. He seems like he's getting regular playing time when he's out there.
Jealousy. They know mixed contract coming down the pipe.
telling me to
And
search.
Bogdanovich has to play with Trey Young, Ice Trey. Bomb.
Oh, wow.
Jeez.
Of course, unless he ends up in Miami, then of course we have to give alley-oops to my baby boy. We can always go back, but for right now, bomb.
Okay.
Brr, you feel that? Exactly. Ice cold.
Yeah. Right now they're up 52-35. Team USA gets going.
3
At
o'clock,
3
right
p.m.
after this one, right?
South Sudan, who of course gave the U.S. a scare in
Yeah.
the exhibition. So we'll see what goes on there.
They
Now,
lose by 30.
the spread, I believe, I don't know. I think the spread I heard Trevor told us before, and it's 28. You think they covered today, Leroy?
Yep.
South
Yep.
Sudan's going to get that work.
Get that work.
We'll see.
You think? Oh, okay. So I'm sorry.
It's preseason. Everybody tries to play. Everybody tried to get
They're not going to sneak up on the U.S.
No.
And they shot the
But you don't
lights
think
out
they're
of
going to
them.
cover 28 points?
Well, I watched that
Yeah.
game. I watched that game.
Yeah.
And it was great. Like the U.S. could not hit a shot. It was like they rolled into that game hungover.
Okay.
And South Sudan shot the lights out. Now, of course, here's the only thing we have to worry about when it comes to Team USA. Bad starts. Why? Because we have Embiid out there. And every time we put Embiid out there, it's like, oh, let's force feed Embiid. Let's get the ego. Oh, we're so glad we have you here, Joel. We're so happy. And then, of course, real business doesn't pick up until Unibrow and Captain America get in there and do their thing.
Trying to look and see if
Won't
there's
even be close.
28 points is a lot of points, though, Leroy.
Yeah,
Don't
28 and a
care.
half right now.
They need to make a statement.
Well, that is the tie break, is point differential. So you definitely want
They ain't gonna
to
need the tiebreak.
you definitely want to go out there.
They won't need the tiebreak.
I would think not. I don't see any team that's really close to them.
South Sudan?
Canada, maybe. People like to, throw Canada. They don't got any size, though. Great guards. But I just don't know if they got the horses. U.S. is everything.
Yeah.
Everything, dude. So much so that we got people whining about people not playing. You want to talk about un-American? You're sitting here worried about me in Serbia. What about the people un-American because they're just not happy with a 20-point win? Looking at you, Kendrick Perkins.
Yeah, Perk.
You don't need to win by a lot. You just need a win.
No, I mean you've said they're going to win by a lot. If you're going to bet on the U.S., you do need them to win by a lot.
It's true. The over-under for total points is 191 and a half. Do you think they're going to hit that?
191 and a half?
No.
And they got to win by 30?
No, they ain't scoring 90 points.
No, I mean we're going
They
to
are not scoring 90 points.
They shot it. They shot a little bit. JT Thor.
I mean, it's possible we can put up 120. They put up 70.
No. They ain't scoring 90 points. There needs to be a statement made.
I agree with you. I would like they need to be humbled.
It's a 1-point game last time. U.S. has to make a statement.
This has the making of, oh, you want to hit people in the head with garbage cans. Nah, I got to cut you.
We'll take a quick break. Back with more after this. I can't take air shooting seriously.
BB
Why not?
gun.
It looks ridiculous. Like, what are those guns?
Those are serious weapons.
I don't understand what's going on with them.
I mean, what do you expect them to just hand an entire world guns?
I would expect that. Yeah. Like, if you're getting into shooting, I feel like you should shoot a gun, not a
That's
contraption.
The problem is, shouldn't be getting into shooting.
Well, I don't have any problem with it. I mean, like, go back to the days of William Tell, Marcos, the OG Olympian. Everybody would shoot things from far away. That was with a bow and arrow, of course, with archery. You know, maybe you think that's the true art.
Really, what takes skill is archery.
Archery does take skill. Archery does take skill.
What's this guy's name? William Tell.
William Tell. Of course, shoot the apple off the head. You remember that?
That was him?
Yeah.
Wow.
What do you think that was? Robin Hood the cartoon, you idiot?
Okay. It's not. William Tell. A little bit older than I thought. A little bit older than I thought he would be.
You know, but you see these air rifles, yeah, and these air guns that are going viral all over the place. It's very strange. Do they have to build their own gun?
Ooh.
No, they probably
does
have
this
a special.
Build your own gun, your own air gun for Olympic trials.
I'm trying to figure this out. Like, this is it's quite the scene that they got going on there.
Olympic 10-meter air rifle competition. It doesn't seem like you can build your own, which I don't think you could do usually. I feel like everyone gets their own standard thing, right?
I don't know.
Has to be across the board, or else how do we know? Like, how do I know that you're not?
Yeah, there's standard equipment.
You can like put a sticker on it, I'm assuming, but
I mean, I don't know. Oh,
So Texas all say they look like stormtrooper rifles.
They do look like stormtrooper. He's not wrong. But then there's the ones that are just the pistols. I'm trying to figure that out too. So I don't know which one's which and how they come up with all of this.
Yeah, rifle events, shotgun events, pistol events.
Shotgun events.
Shotgun events.
Like, can I actually, if I were to take this person shooting,
yeah,
they get
Well,
me a
they'd
bear.
be good,
Can they take me a bear?
Yeah, that's
Not with that.
Well, not with that, but like, do you think they're good at shooting anything, or just with this?
I would say they're pretty accurate at shooting anything.
This weird contraption that looks like a microscope with a.
Look at all the lenses and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know.
You don't really. How far are they shooting?
I don't know.
It's only like 20 meters.
Think far.
No, it's not.
Okay. I have all the regulations for each of them. The air rifle can be no larger than 12.125 pounds. So I guess as long as it's,
Why do they all have Steve Spurrier visors on?
To keep the sun out, dummy.
Check to find that out.
It's inside.
Oh, hey, -1 for
Yeah,
look
-1.
Look at the gizmo he's got attached to the hat.
Right. What's going on with this?
And he's got something hooked to his nose. How would that work for you, Tobin?
Whoa, my God. Hello.
I think it would probably work well, dude, because I got a lot of things I could bounce on this.
Yeah,
schnoz.
All right. I found out air rifle shooters wear visors to protect themselves from dazzle and refracted light. They can be made of ultra light materials and can be adjusted to fit any head size.
Yeah, but you're not taking a bear out with a visor on.
No, for sure.
Taking a bear out with an air rifle. You're gonna piss a bear off.
Can a air rifle take down a bear?
You know what I would have liked it for shooting? You ever like go to like Outdoor World and they got like the whole Western saloon set up? That's how they should do it. You know?
They have that.
By the way,
they don't have that.
Air rifle can take down a bear.
Really?
Yes, an air rifle can take down a bear, as demonstrated in 2021 when a 22 caliber air rifle pellet was found in the chest cavity of a bear in Colorado.
Not buying it. They have video.
Okay, no, I don't think they have video.
I'm not buying it.
Okay.
By the way, Serbia up right now 62-43, halfway through the third quarter here. Jokic is dominating. Jovic is about to come back in.
Days up. They didn't get those glasses from Target.
Yeah, I'm just like I don't know. This has definitely been the strangest thing. I've watched fencing, and I agree with Leroy. I don't know how you can really tell who's winning, but at least like
they both cheer. They go ding 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 ding.
It's very close. Sometimes there's a double touch, but the shooting has been like that's been the strangest. And they call that pistol. They have that too.
Yeah.
Yes. They have pistol, shotgun, air rifle, and
should have to shoot muskets.
Musket.
Really?
Yeah, that really takes some accuracy.
So they don't do the thing where they go pull.
That's they shoot the clay pigeon.
Yeah, that's the shotgun, right?
Yeah. I've done that before. It's fun.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never shot a gun before.
It's a good time.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, until like where I grew up, people got shot and killed with them. So I just avoid them.
Understood. But I mean, like, it is fun. Go to a gun range. It's a good time.
No muskets, ninja stars.
Oh, now we're talking.
Oh, yeah. Dude. I would love that. Yeah. Can we have like a samurai event? That'd be kind of cool. Like katanas.
Hey, I'm the king of fruit ninja.
What about like what about like if we do in Viking days, like battle axes, you know?
Ooh.
Like they were trying to do this. They're trying to do this this show that's on NBC. They're advertising Prepare to Die. And I watched the first 15 minutes. I'm not in. It's basically bootleg Vikings. Nice try.
Give it a shot. No, dude. I just like it's just bad. It brings up bad memories.
I think you'd actually enjoy it, Leroy.
Huh?
I think you would enjoy it.
Remember, you
said the same thing about coffee, and then all of a sudden,
guys, remember fireworks. I think we went through a breakthrough this year in that he went from
tacos
trauma
to exploring his options with fireworks, and like JFig said, tacos too. He ordered tacos yesterday. Well, he ordered a quesadilla.
We got Jovic out on the floor now.
Oh,
now business is picked up.
Let's go.
I mean, this game, this is time. Now we got some Olympics going on.
Pull away,
Jovic, dude. That's what I need. Go out there. You go get some buckets, young fella.
That's right.
Enough of these old timers. Set yourself up for success. Oh,
whoa.
Joker.
Uh-oh.
To Jovic, dude.
Oh.
Bucket.
Well, I'm sure anybody passes to him. It's usually.
Well, he's very good at passing.
Yeah.
I love the way they have the Olympics, but then they have surfing on just in another world.
What do you mean?
Oh, like not in Paris?
It's in where is surfing?
It's probably got to be on like a beach area, yeah.
Did you see the picture I sent you guys?
What's that?
Did you see the picture I sent you guys yesterday? About the
Yeah,
surfing?
that's a famous one that's been going around of the Brazilian guy who's like floating in air.
Yes, Gabriel.
Jimmy
Medina.
Butler posted that on his Instagram.
Yeah, and
he thinks he's Brazilian.
That has been photoshopped. I want you guys to know that.
Has it been photoshopped?
No, but I'm starting a rumor because I don't feel like it's real.
What?
Yeah, I think they're doing it. They're doing it in Hawaii.
Hawaii.
Oh, touchdown, Jovic!
No, it's not.
Wow.
Oh, Tahiti.
My Serbians are kicking ass right now, dude.
Are they?
Not
They
Hawaii.
just threw-
Tahiti.
Don't ignore what I'm saying. Right now,
Okay.
Joker and look at him. Their hands. You know what he's doing right now?
What is he doing?
Cruising, dude.
You think he has that much pull, huh? The MVP is like,
We tell him Denver, not as good as Miami. You don't think the Jokic's listen to the Jovic's? We go way back.
And then
You think has
then
more
he
horse?
goes- then Mama Joker goes 3-time MVP.
Yeah. But
Horse, you want to live in Wellington?
what? You have horse?
We have plenty of horse. Ever heard of Davy?
Oh.
No, he don't want none of these bum ass horses.
No, that's not true, dude.
Maybe the selling point.
By the way, Tobin,
What?
your event was banging.
Which one?
They had horses out there doing the stanking leg.
The show pony event?
Oh yeah,
Who gets the gold? The horse or the rider?
the rider.
Doesn't feel
He's
like
control. He or she is controlling the horse.
Is he?
Wouldn't it be both?
Let me tell you something about horses. They do what they want.
Really?
Oh.
If they choose to listen.
Well, this horse was damn near doing the Macarena.
Damn. Nice. That was a nice Odell Beckham catch from Jovic, dude. Wow, look how adorable he is. Oh my God, there's people in the crowd right now for Serbia. They're wearing Joker jerseys. I'm not even making this up. Horse heads.
Oh,
That's great.
wow.
Poor Puerto Rico.
Good luck.
Yeesh. All right, back in
So
action.
does that mean that Puerto Rico is that bad or the U.S. was that good?
I just think Puerto Rico's too small. I mean, they're just. I think they're getting overwhelmed with size. Jovic is killing it right now, though. Now he's got back-to-back buckets and an assist to a Bogdanovich. I think it's a Bogdanovich, and he's on fire. Like the young fellas.
Well,
Feel
any player who's not Joker or Jovic, you say is a Bogdanovich?
pretty much.
Yep.
I probably should learn the rest of their roster as my second team.
Yeah, if it is going to be your second team.
Serbian Steph Curry bricks one.
Hmm.
He has number 30. That's why I gave him that name.
Okay.
Okay.
No, that's what he's called, Serbian Stiff.
That's his name, actually.
It's what they call. But look at my baby boy out there. He with his new brate. Apparently, can't root for Heat and Serbia same time because Leroy has rules.
Take a break. Get to our favorite Wednesday game.
Rats off a ship.
That's
rats off a ship.
Welcome back to the Tobin and Leroy Show. As you can see, the hobnobber himself, hobnobbing, dude.
Oh my goodness.
Shaking hands and kissing babies, huh?
Yeah, the cats are in the building, dude.
Cats are in the building.
Cats are in the building.
Gotta respect the world champion cats.
When the champs walk in, you got to say hello. But I was just talking to, of course, Adeline, who does media relations for the Panthers, has set up all of our interviews. And Doug Plagans, the great Doug Plagans, was in here, voice of the Panthers. So they're hot. They were explaining to me the Cup tour is going on right now, Leroy. Yes. So it's going from Finland to Sweden, back to Finland.
Wow.
Man, that guy got some miles on him, Tony.
Do they fly him all around? He's not on his own dime.
I think no, the Panthers pay for it.
He's like, come on, guys.
He's like, oh, back to Finland. That dude's got to have a.
The Panthers got to pay for it. To fly him around.
Yeah,
of course. They got it.
They got it. They're good for it.
They're good for it.
You think that guy gets first class, or you think he's got to like? You think he's kind of going like gets extra leg room?
He's in the middle seat with the cup.
Well, the Panthers don't the Panthers have a deal with JetBlue? I'm sure there's got to be like something going on.
JetBlue. I love JetBlue. Don't talk bad about
JetBlue.
JetBlue.
Go to Sweden.
Dude.
No.
I tell you one.
These are very important questions.
Can I tell you something that annoys me about JetBlue? I like JetBlue. But I tell you one thing that annoys me about it.
Watch it.
This is only on some planes though, because I flew JetBlue on another flight, and it did it little. But JetBlue does this thing. They, of course, they're famous for the TVs. That's where they kind of made their mark.
Yeah.
But when they do that, whatever the announcement is, they gotta black out the TV and then be like, in progress.
All right.
I remember trying to watch last year, Eagles and Dolphins. I think it was coming back from New York or something like that. And I missed like half the game because it was like one of those tumultuous trips where there's a lot of turbulence, and just every second was I'm like, hey, can I watch the game? Hey, I want to watch it. This also happened on the way to I think it was to the DR, and I was trying to watch USA versus whose ass were they kicking at the time? It wasn't South Sudan. I think it was against Serbia. And just every time there's an announcement, I'm like, dude, why does it have to black out my picture? Why does it have to do that?
Just stop going on JetBlue for these big important games for you.
Yeah, that's right. You got to schedule your life around the big games.
Pretty much.
I don't know what to tell you. By
the way, to answer both
Just
of your
say, who's your pilot, Donald Duck?
That's how he sounds. Dude, every pilot sounds.
This is my pilot sounds like this. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be hitting a little bit of turbulence. So
You're
going to turn.
you don't have a smooth pilot.
I'm going to turn on your seatbelt. Fasten.
You don't got a smooth pilot.
Yeah, they always. Now the ladies in front, I can't ever understand them. I just look at the directions.
You can tell the ones who are mailing it in because they got the vest on. They're just like,
yeah, for sure.
Now, can I just say this? As much as I've flown,
yep,
those directions of how to get that life vest from underneath the seat and blow it up yourself,
you still don't know.
I am not gonna get that. I can see me now. Tobs, how you doing?
I don't know. On Spirit, it's a little different. My pilot is like, it's gonna be very bad. I don't like this. Is that turbulence?
hold on to your ass. What do we got today, Jennifer? For
Well, we discussed this earlier, and by we I mean you guys. The Marlins trade spree. Sorry.
Rats off the ship on it. Not that I'm against the trades. It's just like, don't sell me on trades.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
don't come out with a statement expecting me to be all excited about it. Like, all right, here we go. It's like,
Yeah.
nobody's
Oh, I am also rats off a ship because, again, I'm a firm believer that if you want fans to be patient, you got to be patient in your organization, and they haven't been patient in the organization ever.
I'll tell you who I'm not rats off a ship on. Jovic, dude.
Oh,
this
man.
guy is good. They're feeding the beast right now.
Wow.
Cooking. They are up 31 though. For Puerto Rico. They're covering.
And you telling me the American team can't do that?
They could possibly do that. I'm just giving respect to South Sudan. They've been the darlings so far.
All right.
Dr. Toboggan says Peter Bendix looks like Todd the intern. JFig, where are your rats when it comes
Jeter,
to
Mr. Jeter.
Not now, Todd.
They're rats off a ship.
Rats off a ship.
All right.
That's a
Marcos?
meaty rat. That last rat going off, he's meaty.
Rats off a ship.
That's me. I'm off a ship. I've had enough of this guy.
How mad are you that your Jazz Chisholm
Oh,
jersey is just
God.
putting up home run after home run right now?
Just really
Stings,
adding
you know?
to the value.
Oof. Jose Alvarado looks upset right now.
I'll say, oh, his little sneak attack didn't work this time.
Remember when he fought Thomas Bryant this year?
Oh, yes, I do. Nice.
That was ridiculous.
It was all downhill.
Jovic got suspended for that one too, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
He wasn't even playing.
He was just collateral damage.
Can't get off the bench, kid.
There you go. Oh, move those feet. Move those feet, Jovic.
All right.
Defensive stopper. Look at him
All
develop in
right.
front of us. Don't tell me that ankle's a bum ankle.
It wasn't his ankle, was it? Was his ankle that was jacked up?
It was his ankle. It was an ankle sprain / toe fracture.
Of course. How could you forget?
Dual injuries. They're up a lot right now. What else do we have, JFig, for rats off a ship?
The U.S. covering versus South Sudan.
All right, here we go. I'm rats off a ship. I'm rats off a ship. Here's the problem with covering.
Rats off a ship.
Okay. We got this big baby, Joel Embiid, who we got to have. It's going to get us off to a slow start. And then we're going to have to force feed Tatum out there because we're feelings. So we're more concerned about feelings than the spread. Ergo, I'm rats off a ship. Leroy?
I'm not rats off a ship.
Oh, okay.
I mean, like, yeah, they'll get Embiid out there after 2 minutes and then put the stoppers in. And then if they have to, they'll bring Tatum in for a couple of minutes and let him stand on the side like he did the whole NBA playoffs. And then we'll go from there.
Oh, I love the talking they're giving to Jovic right now. They're like, hey,
Whoa.
keep cooking, kid. I think that's what they're saying in Serbian.
Think so?
Keep cooking, kid. Is that what you heard?
RMT wants to know, when is USA playing? 3 o'clock tonight. 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock.
Kovati.
JFig, where are your rats?
I am not rats off a ship. I see where your loyalties lie, Tobin.
My
That's yep. Well, you just keep watching and you keep interrupting the show for.
It's really great. I love watching I love watching Jovic go out there and have fun. He's having fun, JFig. You don't want Jovic to have fun?
No.
Why?
Wow. She's a diehard Olympian, man.
I guess so.
She reps the country.
No love for him.
No love lost.
Sounds like she
I
wants him
have
to-
love for him. Sounds like what?
Sounds like you want him traded for marketing.
Oh.
Is that what you want?
No, I don't. I told marketing kick the sharpest of rocks. I already got a Finland guy that I love. His name is Aleksander Barkov.
Barky. By the way, direct flights. Round trip. JetBlue to Helsinki.
Oh, Jovic again. Kicks out.
You shush me?
Bogdanovich. Another Bogdanovich.
I don't know. I need to no way, dude. I need to confirm that there's at least one Serbian Olympic basketball team roster.
What are you looking for?
Because I need to, according to you, there's 13 Bogdanoviches on the team, and we just found out one wasn't even from there.
I didn't know that one.
Right.
Where are
One's
your
Croatian.
It's me, right?
Yeah, you.
Yes.
I am rats off a ship on them covering.
Rats off a ship.
I think they'll win by 25. I don't think they'll win by 28.
You think they show mercy to Luol Deng?
No, I think Luol Deng has instilled a fight in his team that will keep going once we've removed our foot from the pedal. Therefore, I think they will bring it to a 25-point victory. Heard it here first.
All right. I like that. What else we got, JFig?
There's only one Bogdanovich on this team. There is only one Bogdanovich on this team, man.
B1 says you're frog
Blind
Donovan.
you.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Point for
Wow, bro.
They swing the ball to Marcos Frogdanovich.
There's a lot of itches, so.
Look at the hops on that guy.
Oh, everyone's got a joke, huh?
Point.
Really good at stealing the ball, Leroy. He's got those sticky
Yep.
fingers. Oh, they have some guy coming in. He looks like 48 years old, Serbian. They're putting in.
Did he take his cigarette out or did he walk on the court
He
with it?
just came in for Jovic. And let me just tell you something.
What number?
Looks like he could have played with Jovic's father. 28.
28. I'll tell you.
27, excuse me. 27.
27. He is. Oh my God. Can you believe this guy was born in 1995? Whoever you're looking at right now.
No, he's not.
That's crazy. He's 29 years old, apparently.
Joker looks very happy with himself. He goes, I think I'd buy a new horse after this.
You know who's the oldest player on the team?
Who?
Bogdanovich.
Really?
Yeah, at 31 years old.
There's no way Bogdanovich is older than this guy, number 27, who just came in.
Bogdan is the oldest person by at least a year.
Who is this guy's name? Number 27?
This is.
Wait.
Wait,
Did you see him take a deep breath? Like, I don't know if I can eat the world's hottest chip.
This is Dejan Davidovak.
Of course.
Yes, of course. Dejan David Ovak.
Wow. All right.
David Ovak.
Well, this game is all but over, and they've benched Jovic now because you don't have your stars playing a game like this.
There is one Bogdanovich. That is so crazy. Oh, pass it to another Bogdanovich. It's not his name.
I apologize. Okay. What was our final one for Rats?
I never got to it.
Oh, what's number 3, JFig?
You guys are on one today. The Canes winning the ACC. Can't open up today.
Not Rats off a ship.
Let's go.
Shout out to the U.
Yeah.
This is the year. We're taking everybody out. Cam Ward. We got it happening. It's all happening for us.
That's right.
Go Canes. Not Rats off a ship. Leroy?
I'm not rats off a ship. They play in the easiest conference.
Whoa.
They are going to probably make the biggest jump in college, one of the biggest jumps in college football. So why not? Florida State has nobody. Clemson is Clemson because their name, image, and likeness don't play football.
That's right.
That's hilarious.
You think anybody's come to Dabo and is like, hey, man, we'll throw a little something, to do an appearance at a Zaxby's or something? He goes, nope.
Just need a prayer. Thank you.
You want us to give anybody a Zaxby's appearance, you give it to old Dabo.
He is one of the highest paid coaches in the league, right?
I would think so. What does he got? 2? You got 2 rings.
Thinking though, we built this program in God's name, image, and likeness.
Yeah.
You know what?
$2 million.
Minus one for all coaches
Minus
or
one.
people that say program.
Program.
Say it, run it back. Program.
Run it back means play it again, Frog Boy.
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize. I thought you said running back.
We built this program on NIL. We really did. It's probably different than what you're thinking, though. We built this program in God's name, image, and likeness.
He goes, I got a swerve for you.
Terrible.
JFig, where are your Rats with the Canes?
They are on the ship.
Oh.
Yeah. Get it, Sebastian.
That's right.
Marcos?
Go boy.
I have to confirm that Google is not lying to me now before I say this. Let me just start off by saying I think the Canes will win the ACC. Wow, this is true, isn't it? Will win the ACC. This guy's been in college for so damn long. And the player, I think, will be the breakout athlete for the Miami Hurricanes, according to various games I've played on College Football 25. Tight end Elijah Arroyo. But he's going to have a problem seeing the field as 9th-year college football player Cam McCormick is ahead of him on the depth chart.
Well, he's got to get his doctorate.
9 years? He started college in 2016.
Wow.
Good luck, dude.
Grow up, Peter Pan.
Like, what are we doing here?
Take a break. Back with more after this. All right. Welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you, 560 WQAM. Every time I watch the men's Olympics and they're setting him up for an event, all I can think about is Marcos getting picked up by Bryant McKinnon going, a piece. A piece. Because I like how these guys are gonna do the most athletic thing, flipping around, holding their own body weight. But can you give me a boost real quick?
They do that a lot.
It's
Or
hilarious.
that help when they do a 17 flip combo and the guy just walk.
Oh. Watch yourself.
Got it. And get out of there.
Watch yourself. Guy's about to do he's like, listen, I'm gonna do 9 flips in the air, but beforehand, give me help, please. Get up here.
And the worst thing is that if they do happen to fall, the collision would be worse with you trying to catch them.
Oh yeah.
Because you're in between the padded mat and cushion.
Oof. All right. Let's get the headlines brought to you by the new Ball Metal Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy your truck at a car store? Ball Metal Ford.
We know trucks.
The Marlins.
Oh,
playing right now.
Oh, okay.
They're winning.
Are they?
Who's playing?
Gotta
I know
run.
you said the Marlins, but which Marlins?
Yes.
Well, we of course have new Marlin Kyle Stowers.
Oh, yes.
Making his fish debut today.
On the mound?
No, he's a left fielder.
Oh, okay.
All right.
He's who we got for Trevor Rogers.
Yes.
Over 2.
Well, then.
Struck out in his first at bat.
He didn't do a Jazz Chisholm, in other words.
Nope.
Okay, but you know who got a homer?
Mm-hmm.
Jake Burger. Let's go! Face of the franchise.
That's a road game. No whoppers tonight.
No whoppers.
No whoppers.
Okay.
But Jake Burger does have a home. Did he homer yesterday too? I feel like he homered yesterday
That's our
too.
boy,
2 straight
man.
games. So he is doing the Jazz Chisholm. Just Jake Burger.
Yeah.
Jake's like, hey, what about me?
I'm also scoring.
Guys, why did you trade me?
Please.
Nah, Jake, we love you. Love you for morale. You're great.
Need you around.
He goes, really?
I can tell you right now, my attitude is not going to be great.
I can't see Jake Burger making a stink.
No, he ain't going to make a stink. but
He's a
I'm
burger
just-
man.
I'm just saying.
This is wild, man. To see, like, I'm looking at the roster now. I literally recognize none of these people.
Yeah.
None of these people, dude.
Yeah.
Peter Bendix. You better do something, dude.
He did a lot.
You better do something cool.
So my question to you is, Tobes,
Yeah.
when should we expect some type of results from this?
Like, when can I judge Peter Bendix?
Yeah.
I think next year's fair. He's going to get some reinforcement
year?
on the arms.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Is he not
But it's
getting
more
a, is
important
he-
because Yuri and Sandy are coming back.
Yeah, exactly. Is he not getting a Cy Young Award winner? Is he not getting a rookie phenom or a young arm phenom? Like, you're not going to have nothing. I don't know what the hell this lineup's going to look like. I have no idea. No idea.
See, this is my problem, though. Like, I know you have to give him a certain time. You know, Leroy mentioned it. Impatience is what plagued a lot of previous regimes, but I feel like this is year 1, and we're like, does this guy suck? And they're like, too early to tell. And then
I don't
second
know if
year-
he sucks. I don't think he sucks. Like, it would be pretty crazy if this guy goes.
Without seeing these guys play, you don't know.
I think, it would
And
be-
that's the interesting thing about this is we've been in this situation so many times where we have to wait to see whether the GM is making good decisions.
yeah. I think a guy who's as young as he is that was able to get to, you know, pretty much almost the top of the Rays organization, and then get it. Like, I think it'd be pretty crazy to think the guy's not smart. Not can he run an organization? I don't know. Different thing being the boss. You know, it's a different bag. He definitely didn't sit on his hands this trade deadline. That dude was wheeling and dealing.
Yep.
Oh,
Well,
deal.
I mean, he was more dealing than wheeling,
Fair point.
right? Because, like,
Dealing and squealing, baby. That's
from
all.
our perspective, it doesn't look like any of this. It looks like, oh, hell, here go the Marlins again.
I'm sure that he was rooting for Jazz Chisholm to not get to this kind of a start. But what are you going to do? Jazz Chisholm 1 for 1 today, by the way.
So he could say, see, I told you.
God, he's good.
Jazz is what, 26?
Yes. Right in that prime. 4 home runs in 2 days. Ridiculous.
Took 2 years for that. You know, here.
Oh, man. That just depressed me.
How sad is it when I search Jazz Chisholm's age? The 4 players, it's like, other people also search for this. Brian De La Cruz, Luis Arias, Josh Bell, Tanner Scott.
Yeah.
Josh Bell's old, though, right?
Yeah, Josh Bell's nice. They got cash considerations for Josh Bell. They basically released him.
31, Josh Bell.
All right. Enough of that nonsense. The Chicago Bears, they will not play Caleb Williams or anyone in the Hall of Fame game. So thanks a lot, you jerks.
Wow.
They did sign DJ Moore to a huge deal.
Did they?
4 years, 110, $82.6 million guaranteed.
Jeez.
Big money for DJ Moore.
Largest extension in Bears history.
You think Cheetah's still looking over at Drew, and he's like, hey, man.
But don't trade me.
Don't trade me.
That limits what he can do, right?
Yeah. As far as making a stink, yeah. So you're kind of tying my hands here, The Kelce brothers, reward is that they are going to seek $100 million for their next podcast deal.
Those guys?
That's right.
They are like one of the top 5.
No way.
Yeah.
Let me see. Top 5 sports podcasts. Oh, look at that. Nope, not them. No, I'm kidding.
Stop fake Googling.
What do you guys determine as like a fair?
If you knew that you had football and all of Taylor Swift's fan base guaranteed behind you as a podcast,
That is true.
You can get a lot of money.
That's true.
Plus,
that
sets Travis Kelce up to retire after this year, and then he can go and marry Tete.
They do have him at number 4 above the Ringer.
Which means it's top 5, right?
Really?
So apologize, you bum.
No,
There's a page here that has them at top 3. They're 3.
What page? Can't trust them.
I see right now.
Podpage.com.
Who's number 1?
Number 1, Low
Simmons
Post.
Podcast.
Number 2, Tobin and Leroy.
I love that.
Number 3, the Kelce brothers.
3 still.
Where's the pivot?
The Pivot?
Didn't make it.
I don't know. Well, Pivot's not really a podcast. It's like a YouTube show. I don't know if that's like in the same.
I don't know. They got nominated for an Emmy though. Is that cool?
What?
The Pivot.
Very cool.
It is. That's very cool.
Yeah,
it's very cool.
Not gonna win. Losers.
What do you mean it's not gonna win?
It's a tough competition.
Meanwhile, yesterday at Titans camp, defensive end Jeffery Simmons, he called a Tennessee radio host a cat.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. What happened? Did he get fined?
I don't know.
I watched it.
I don't know if he got fined.
You know what? Here's what I love about that. Here's what I watched the clip.
Yep.
Wow.
And he came over there and said, "Oh, you're a little strong with the Twitter thumbs, right?"
Yep.
And he's like, "What are you talking about?" You know what I'm talking about, right? And then he called him the cat, right? Yep. And he goes, "Oh, great, we're gonna do this on live radio." I'm like, "Hey, man, you can't go after somebody and then want them to go into the comforts of your own home to discuss it."
Wow.
So actually, if you go and you look at podcast series, they are in the very top.
Who?
Pivot.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
good.
What website or list or whatever? Like, is this
Uh,
according to Rolling Stone or something like that?
Not sure.
They just read the web. What website? Are you
Well,
on?
no, when you Google, like it literally just comes up on the top. That's why I can't
Oh,
really see. Sorry.
Rust here.
All right. So this guy's name is Buck Reising. That's his real name.
Yeah. I thought
That's got to be a fake name, yeah.
I really thought that was a fake name.
The host name is Buck Reising.
Buck Reising.
That would be a Tennessee.
That's
radio.
his nickname, right?
Hey y'all, this is Buck Reising. I tell you what, that Jeffery Simmons.
So
Fat cat syndrome.
Okay.
So I always wonder when people like are abrasive like that.
Yep.
And then they're confronted by the actual person.
Mm-hmm.
Why do they cower down like a little kitty cat? Like they weren't gonna never be confronted. You see what I'm saying? Like you got to know you out there every day. Be careful with how you say things. You know what I mean? Or at least be respectful.
If Klay Thompson confronted me, I would cower like a baby.
Right, but that's what I'm just saying. Like, but that's a whole different. Listen,
he loved you, right? Yeah.
But here's the difference.
Yep.
He's on the other damn coast.
Yeah.
He ain't coming to Miami. It's not a Kyle Lowry Tobin situation where he finagled his way out of that.
A local reporter and a local player.
Right. It's a local. He's broadcasting. He was, going with the Twitter hands, and he's broadcasting from camp.
Well, apparently Jeffery Simmons apologized today.
Yeah, I did see that. He said it'll never happen again.
He said his behavior was unacceptable.
I have audio from the exchange.
Let me hear it.
Well, Jeff, you want to sit down? We can talk whenever you want to talk. Jeff,
careful.
We'll deal with that later. Roger McCreary sitting down with us here on 104.5 The Zone. Jeff, we're on the air right now. I'm right here, Jeff. We can talk anytime you want to. Unbelievable.
We got to make that happen.
Well, we'll deal with that later on. Roger McCreary sitting down with us.
That's not nice.
That is not nice.
Yeah, but you look.
He did offer to have him sit down, though.
But wait, no.
You think that's okay?
I'm more than sure. That's not the tone he was using when he was talking about it. You understand what I'm saying? And now all of a sudden he want to be reasonable radio
Well, his power
guy.
was on Twitter. The guy took issue with what he tweeted.
I gotta see the tweets.
But I'm just saying. I'm just saying that now, don't use it as a tactic to get somebody to sit down with you. Like the player ain't gonna say, "Oh, now I'm gonna accommodate you by sitting on your radio show." No. But
he saw that he was on the air, though. So
what?
You could interact with him.
So what? So wait, if he has no boundaries, you have to have him.
If you're gonna interact, if you're gonna talk to him while he's on the air, when do you want him to leave the radio show?
No. But what I'm saying is this. Clearly, if he had a problem with what he was saying, that guy has no boundaries, right? Like, for example, if I say something negative about a player, I can explain it to anyone who want to listen. It ain't me just going after a player because I don't like him or something like that. So if I was confronted by him, I'm like, yeah, this is what I said. I stand up in the couch. This is what I tweeted or what have you. I'm saying that the guy gonna go say something crazy on Twitter and then think when he's confronted with that guy, then all of a sudden he want to be reasonable. No, hell no.
Well, where is he supposed to talk about it, though?
Right, that's what I'm saying. Now you want to talk?
Well, if he's going to come up to him, but here's my disagreement with you, Leroy. If you're going to interact with the guy, like if you want to confront the guy about it, but you can very clearly see he's doing his radio show, is he supposed to leave his broadcast to come talk to you about it?
Depending on what he said or what he tweeted, those tweets determine the level of civility you gonna have with him.
Well, I think that would be a fair thing. Like, did he say anything that was actually offensive?
Right.
Or
Clearly the way he went after him, I'm just making an assumption here.
Here's Jeffery Simmons. This is him apologizing today. I can't. The interaction.
A lot of y'all been here since I've been here, so y'all know me. That's not who I am. That's not who I want to be seen as. I talked to Buck. We have an understanding. I have an understanding where we're coming from. I have an understanding where he's coming from. He have a job. I have a job. At the end of the day, I take full accountability of my actions on the field. That'll never happen again with me. Like I said, I always talk about that switch, when to turn it on, when to turn it off. I was kind of still had it on coming off the field, of course, with the way practice went. But like I said, that's not me. It'll never happen again. And to all you guys, like I said, I apologize, and not because it's hit social media, but it's because who I am. That's not my character, and I think from here on out, like I said, from that point, like I said, I spoke on about it. I'm ready to move forward. Any football questions, I'm here to answer.
Jeff, one question on social media too, Jeffrey, that setting an example for others. Is that where that's coming from also?
Most definitely. We talked about everyone know I'm a leader on the team, and I don't want none of my teammates saying that. And like I said, that's not who I am. I look at myself first. because being a leader, you have to point the finger to yourself first. And like I said, me and Buck talk, we have an understanding. And like I said, I told him where I was coming from. He told me where he was coming from. Like I said, we're ready to move on.
You seem very.
There you go. Jeffrey.
Okay. That just sounds like somebody told him to go apologize.
I'm sure he was. I'm sure he was told.
But again,
Titans PR.
I don't know if this
here's what I hate. I hate that situations like this are always one-sided. Right? So as a player, and if somebody says something to me, says something about me that's accurate, I've never had a problem. Right? If you got a problem with what I'm doing on the field, I've never gone after a reporter. And the one thing I'll say about the reporters that I've always dealt with, they kept it real. I kept it real. But if you use your platform, right, to take that next step and go where you probably shouldn't go, then I have no sympathy for the backlash that you get. You understand what I'm saying? And so that's why I say that. Now, I say that based on just hearing the one-sided response, because players very rarely go after people like that.
Yeah, the tweet everybody's going to on the blogs that say, I can't imagine this is what set him off.
See, I think if we're looking at the same tweet, I don't think so, because that means he would have to be like at practice, read it that day, and react that day.
Yeah, I can't imagine that's what it was. But the tweet that everybody keeps putting is Simmons just swung at Latham after some pushing and shoving. Ref said 98 would have been tossed from a game. He's back in for the next two. Immediately starts a brawl. Sloppy. Simmons needs to lock the F in.
Really? On the
That's
third
from
day
Buck Reising.
Third day of practice. Let me tell you something.
I mean, is that worthy though of like?
Hey, the only difference between when I played and now is that you got more tweets about the fights. But then, like after like a week of practicing against the same dude, you fighting all the time.
Dade South says, I hope Drew Smith doesn't listen to the show for Marcos' sake.
Wait, how tall is he? I don't know.
Taller than you.
Okay. But no, see, and this is, we're always going to have this conversation from two different, perspectives, right? And keep in mind, I also come from the perspective I've never had a problem with the media, because if they ask me a question, I answer it honestly. I'm never offended by it. If they ask me a stupid question, I call them stupid. Right? If they ask me a dumb question, I say it's dumb.
I don't disagree with your point. The only thing that I took issue with, or not even really take issue with, is you're expecting. I don't know where you're expecting that conversation to happen if Jeffery Simmons is coming up to him on the air. Like,
but
if somebody were to disagree with us while we were doing a radio show and we're on the air, I'm not leaving the show to have a conversation.
Right. But
we
here's
do it on the show, or we could do it when we're on a break.
Here's where I think really set him off, and here's where I got pissed off, even without knowing neither one of them. Now all of a sudden you want to sound reasonable that you're doing your show. You understand what I'm saying? Like now he's like, oh, if you want to sit down and talk about it, now you want to be reasonable. That I'm standing right here in front of you. You see what I'm saying? So when I ain't around and I'm in the background, you can talk all that trash. But now that I'm standing here, you want to be reasonable and have a conversation. See, no, I don't need two-face. Don't be a two-face. Don't be that guy that when the dude is standing in front of you, now all of a sudden you want to have a reasonable conversation about what's going on.
Buck Reising.
That's where I kind of got upset about that, right? Is that, oh, now he sounds very reasonable that he's impeding on your work.
We'll take a break. Back more to this. All right. Welcome back, everybody. Tobin, Leroy here with you. 560 WQAM. Take you guys up until 2.
I was looking at the black tangibles in the Olympics, right? So I said, definitely they have none in water polo.
Okay.
Goalie, black.
Huh.
There you go.
All right.
Look at that.
They don't play in the shallow end in water polo, yeah? Like it is.
No!
Yeah.
The pool's like 12 feet deep. The whole pool. They're never standing up.
That's a hard sport.
Dude, it's crazy. How
That's
they
a crazy
come up
sport.
to throw the. I've been using that ball as a flotation. They were
They
like,
start
hey,
in,
you can't score if you don't give up the ball. I'm like, oh, it's either give up the ball or drown.
I heard they sharpen their toes as a way to, get the shins of their
Everybody doesn't have web feet.
Okay, national. I'd be good. I'd be good if I was on the team.
You'd be on top of the water.
I'd be walking on.
Looks like,
Whoa! What happened? What do we look?
Frederick Richardson
Oh!
right now in the bar. And,
Whoa!
that dude's getting some height when he lets go of that bar.
That is a smooth routine.
Sheesh.
Whoa!
Then we watched the dude yesterday fall on his back. Ooh,
We watched the lady fall on her back.
no, the dude in the high bar.
Well, the guys were 2 days ago.
That was
You just one-handed it. You saw him one hand for a second.
Could you imagine?
would he
Now,
have-
by the way,
Impressive.
you know they have hooks on the hands, right? They put the things on. They have hooks.
I don't care.
No, I know, but I'm just saying.
But he keeps removing one hand completely, though.
No, he's like going up in the air.
Whoa!
He
Well,
fell.
could have been better. No,
It could have been better. Could have been better.
It was a bit of a
Could've been
hop,
better.
but his
Really?
routine was good.
There is nothing more hilarious than hearing you two
Mm-hmm.
comment on gymnastics.
I'm a
and neither
gymnastics
one of you can touch your toes.
That's true. But I also I've been a gymnastics expert over these last. I know a stuck landing when I see one.
Oh, look at that.
Why? Because Sophie does gymnastics?
No, she just cheer. But they do flippy flips. They throw her ass in the air though.
Oh, she's a spinner. She's the toss girl.
Flyer.
Flyer.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't like it.
Hey, well, listen. But just be glad they're not trying to toss one of the big ones.
Well,
because you know some of the girls are like, okay, you get on the bottom of the pyramid. Okay, yes. I want to be the one on top. No.
Oh no.
No. You stuck the landing trying to get up that ramp. That was your
I was
That would
stuck.
still be the frozen shot of your face when you realize you're not gonna be able to save Sophie. That
Iconic.
is a picture worth 1,000 words right there. Like, holy smokes.
Yeah, I did eventually get up there,
Yeah, eventually.
I would have made listen, I'm gonna tell you like this. Tobin, I'm gonna tell you like this. When somebody took video of that and have a still shot of that, I'm gonna make sure they film it when I get up the ramp.
I mean,
Did you walk behind and walk up on the ladder?
No, I kind of I got up there.
What was the?
I would have showed that video.
Well, what's the difference? Would you have cared if there was the success video?
Well, at least you can say eventually I got up there.
I did just say that, and have you?
Said it. We have no video evidence.
Well, my daughter's not up there anymore. How about that? You've seen my daughter in the flesh since. What about that?
No, you probably just
up there.
You probably told her.
I didn't call the fire department.
The wall is curved. Just slide down, Sophie. You'll be okay.
Hey,
He'll catch you.
Hey, dum. Wouldn't you have thought that had been my first suggestion to her in the first place when she's 6 years old up there? You don't think slide down was the first option? The reason I had to is because she refused.
How did she get up there?
I don't know. How did kids get anywhere?
They're kids. I'm trying to figure out how could she get up that wall, but you couldn't. And
dude,
she didn't want to come
she's
down.
tiny. Yeah.
Yeah, so she ran up the wall?
I don't remember. I don't remember.
It was a long time ago. I'd like it to be, removed from history. Yet here it is.
Nah,
Let me
it's
tell you
not
something.
happening.
Every
It's
time-
not
here it
happening.
comes.
We
Whenever I
haven't-
need
we
a good laugh, I just pull up your face and them feet.
And it's not bad enough that we do it on this show, but how about one of my all-time favorite basketball players? He mocked me for it too.
On his way out.
It's not an honor. That's an honor. It's not an honor to have Udonis Haslam laugh at me about this. That's a bit of an honor.
He should have said, "That's not tough. That's not tough."
Sucks.
Can't save your kid. Can't save your kid from a wall. That's not tough. But that's the part. Here's what I'm trying to figure out. Like the more I see this picture, I have more questions. Even now,
Why?
how did Sophie get up there?
I think it was like it had like an ability. I either probably boosted her up there if I had to guess, because I didn't do everything running. I went up there. I probably put her on my shoulders and she got up there, and then she was like, "I'm stuck."
She probably looked over and said, "Mommy, make sure you film this. This is gonna be a good one."
Oh, so you're suggesting it was an inside job? Yes.
All along,
Did I just
it was
did I
for
just tell you,
attention.
that's what my family would have did to me. Oh my God.
Take a break. Back with more to this.
This hour of Tobin and
welcome back to the Buck Reising Show. This, of course, greatest song ever in Tennessee history, Tennessee Whiskey by the great Chris Stapleton. He's not soft. He's not like these Titans out here.
Buck, let him know, Buck.
I mean, you see, I got him to apologize in like 3 seconds. Soft.
Handsy.
Buck Reising never backs down from no one. Wow. Now let's talk about that deer that I killed this weekend. I stared it right down
with my air gun.
And I put myself old Buck Reising bagged him a buck.
That buck ain't rising no more.
He did.
Buck ain't rising no more.
Yeah, let's this segment here brought to you by Venison Jerky. For the best jerky in all towns, you better go to Bucks. That's right. I sponsor myself. You know, I've opened up the best jerky plant in all of Tennessee.
Yeah.
You know, as I sip my moonshine.
Hey, Buck, what kind of jerky do you have?
Oh, I got all kinds of there. You know, I got deer jerky. I got cow jerky. I got turkey jerky.
Yeah.
What flavors, jerk?
Yes, we do have jerk flavors.
Yeah, we got jerk flavors for those for our fans out there.
Yeah, you know, you got pineapple
I'll
jerky.
tell you, you know, this Tennessee Titans team is not like the great days of Steve Wycheck and all them. You know, Music City Miracle. It's going to take a miracle for these guys not to play soft like that miracle win they had against the Dolphins. How the hell did they do that? But you know, we got a chance this year with Will Levi's, which is, of course, brought to us by our next segment, Levi's Jeans. You want real jeans, you get Levi's.
Jeans and jerky.
What about Wrangler?
What?
Whoa,
What? Are you serious? Are you serious? Wranglers?
Yeah.
We don't talk about that Brett Favre's jeans, that money stealer. Dr. Sabagan says Titan-sized jerky portions. Wow.
Is soft jerky the equivalent to old meat?
I don't know.
No, it's equivalent to Jeffery Simmons.
Yeah, he's soft jerky, all right. How about you stop a run instead of about worried me running my mouth? Buck Reising's gonna speak.
Buck has risen.
Now you can listen to the Buck Reising Show on the Odyssey app.
Can you?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Gotta find out.
Is that an Odyssey channel?
Friend of the show. We never know. Get him on. We never know. I gotta find out.
You know, I was sipping some of my shine, and I was thinking to myself, maybe I was a bit too quick with my thumbs, and I didn't think with my heart. I'm sorry, Jeff.
Oh, no.
And then that monster was standing in front of you. Yeah.
Perhaps I was a bit harsh. I didn't think, this thing through.
1045 the zone.
Is that?
You gotta find them on 1045. See? That's really gotta put.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah,
is it Odyssey? Like I said, you can listen to us on that Odyssey app.
What's his name? Buck Spider?
Buck Reising. Buck Reising. I'm not Buck Falling. I'm Buck Reising.
Buck Reising.
Buck Reising's out here on the.
I'm gonna see if he got what his tweets were the last couple of days.
I checked.
What the hell was that?
I don't know. When I opened up Twitter, I was watching something yesterday.
Oh, that's the classic from Rush, Tom Sawyer.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, let's see. Buck Reising. REI.
That's right.
Sweetness says that this is what every Thanksgiving sounds like at the Tobins.
Oh, that's right. We had the Tobins over for Tennessee. They love Tennessee.
I feel like in between, you gotta hit them with just spitting out,
just that jaw. Let's go over to my Kirby. What you say, Kirby the intern? Can you do me a favor? Put that there, critter down, and read some of the confounded internet. Are they mad at me? Yeah, they hate you, Buck. Why they hate me? Because you messing with our star player, man. We're the Titans. We don't even have that many good players. You managed to upset the only good one.
I gotta check his Madden rating.
Who, Jeffery Simmons?
Yeah, that's how I know if someone's good.
Oh, his name is Jeffery Simmons. Okay, wait.
He got a lot of money.
87 overall Madden rating. He's pretty good.
Yeah, he's good.
He's pretty good.
Yeah, good and soft.
Yeah.
Starting
Good and soft.
training camp fights like a bully. And you know what we say here in the Buck Reising show? We don't tolerate bullying. That's what we say.
Wow.
Except, of course, with your Twitter fingers. With it's your Twitter finger, all bets are off on the Twitter. Or as they're calling it these days, X. You know, but I don't believe in that Elon Musk and his electric cars.
Wow. Actually, Madden left Jeffery Simmons off of the ratings for some reason.
What?
Does he have a different contract?
I don't know. Maybe he didn't. Maybe he's not signed.
Yeah, like they did that every year. Instead of Bill Belichick, you'd get New England coach.
Oh, really?
And I'm like, God, he has sleeves. What are they doing? Get out of here.
I think I had average rating, like 80s.
Charles Barkley was never in a 2K game either.
Charles Barkley?
Yeah, he's
Barry Bonds is famously not.
Right? Isn't that crazy? Like, come on, guys, just get in the game.
For the right amount.
Trust me, you can't find Jeffery Simmons in the real game either.
Okay.
Then all of a sudden he wants to do a side podcast with Buck Reising. So we put it on the Odyssey app.
Buck Reising and Storm Duck coming in your necks.
Oh, I love Storm Duck, dude.
So I ended up on a Leroy Horde Reddit because I was looking for his Madden.
Oh, he has his own Reddit?
He has his own Reddit, like a, I guess a page of some sort. I don't know. It's attached to the Minnesota Vikings page, but I don't know who. This must be Schmeathan. One of the first comments I see, we called him Old Stone Hands when he played at Michigan.
No, they did not.
Why they call him Old Stone Hands? Woo!
I don't know what we're going to do with the Titans this year. No Derrick Henry. But you know what that means. The crown is open. So whoever wants to come get it, it's like a real Game of Thrones situation here with the Titans.
I'm thinking about going up there this year.
Who is the Titans coach?
I've
now?
never been back to Minnesota.
Leroy, who's the Titans coach now? I saw
Ryan Callahan.
What?
Yeah, Ryan Callahan.
Who?
Not Bill Callahan, Ryan Callahan.
Ryan Callahan?
Yes.
Dude, you could have given me 1,000 guesses. I would have never. For some reason, I was like, is it that Arthur fella? Like, I was like, I had no
Arthur
idea.
Smith.
I was, who is their head coach?
Yes, indeed.
Where was he last year?
He served as the offensive coordinator for the Cincinnati Bengals from 2019 to 2023. His father, Bill Callahan.
Wow.
Wow.
How about that?
Bill Callahan.
Little nepotism.
That's right. We don't like nepotism here on the Buck Reising show.
We know that.
We like to make our own way out here. And I got to tell you, he ain't a real coach like that Mike Verhable.
Whew. He's going to cut off his Johnson.
That's what he said.
Did you hear about
He
that?
said that for a Super Bowl. And we just got rid of him.
Got rid of him
for Will Levi's.
Johnson. Now, that's tough. That is tough.
Maybe his defensive end should take notes. Because I'll tell you right now, old Jeffery Simmons isn't cutting off his Johnson for a Super Bowl.
He is keeping it.
I'll tell you what he's leading the league in right now, pot stirring.
Ooh.
Starting things at practice, starting things on the Buck Reising show.
Friend of the show.
Which, of course, is brought to you by Charlie's Horseshoes. If you want your horse to come around the mountain when she comes, you need Charlie's Horseshoes.
That's good. That is good.
Charlie, old friend of mine.
Oh, yeah. Old friend of the Buck Reising show.
Cletus, why did you drop that clear?
Wait. We got to have a Cletus, huh? Old country western, you gotta have a Cletus.
What's crazy is Buck sounded like a very normal, educated, like very normal sounding man.
What do you think Buck's real name is?
I tried to look it up, man. They wouldn't give me the real one.
Oh, it's Buck. My dad. As soon as the doctor slapped my behind, he said, "That's a Buck.
That's a Buck.
That's a Buck."
My pappy's name was Buck. My pappy's name was Buck.
I'm actually Buck Reising the third. Yes. We come from a long line of Bucks.
Oh man!
Tell you what, my daddy was a host back on 104.3.
The Zone.
The Zone back in the day.
Yeah.
He used to get back into it back with old time. He would say the same things.
Oh, what? Who was he speaking to? Delaney Walker?
Eddie George.
Oh, what?
Jeez.
That Eddie George? Solved.
And of course, Frank Wycheck.
Oh,
that's all the times I can name.
There is a Dyson there too, I believe.
Oh man, I feel like Frank Wycheck is on the broadcast there.
Let's see, what is Frank Wycheck doing with his life?
I feel like Frank Wycheck does Tennessee Titans games.
Oh my God! I tell you what, he ain't doing them no more.
What?
Oh
no! Oh no! Frank Wycheck's no longer with us.
He ain't doing it no more.
Oh boy.
As of December, no longer with us.
I apologize.
At age 52.
It was a tough day here for Buck Reising on that day. But not as tough as this day was when we had to give Jeff Simmons the business.
Tough.
The business.
I still haven't seen the tweets. Maybe he deleted the tweets, but
I don't know.
I went back pretty far.
Who's to say what tweets upset him? You know,
True.
Maybe he had some take about the, maybe he had some old takes that he's just like, I've been waiting to get this off my chest, you bum.
Wow.
Wow.
You told us that you had to go back on your Twitter, like, I don't know, it was recently, maybe within the last year.
I self-sanction myself. Yeah, I need to
exactly.
know whether or not I've said some things about things.
Yeah, I think you had mentioned you were directly adding Hassan Whiteside on a couple of
was.
tweets.
No, I mean, I would say most of my tweets are positive about Hassan Whiteside.
Oh, nice. Sweet.
My Kevin Love tweets, however.
Oh.
Those had
You
to get
say
deleted.
most?
Most.
I would say most.
Keyword. Most.
I would say most. Most of my Hassan Whiteside, I wasn't at the time JFig anymore where I was gonna add Hassan Whiteside that he was loafing it, you know.
You know what sucks? I've never retracted a tweet.
Oh.
You mean like deleted a tweet?
Deleted. Yeah, no.
Yeah. Well, you barely know how to use the app.
Well, I'm careful what I put out there.
Which is nothing.
Yeah, well, come on, I tweet.
No, we do.
No, you don't.
Every time.
He's about to go once again to his Twitter and then go.
You
through
know
the
I have
whole
you on
process.
noties. I have you on noties because it's like I'm never gonna get my phone that buzz. Bzz, bzz, Leroy Horde has tweeted. The last Leroy Horde tweet. What do you think the last time you tweeted was? Just out of curiosity.
It's been a minute. It's off season.
Last tweet from Leroy Horde, June 15th.
Oh, that's more recent than I thought.
Is soup considered a meal or an appetizer?
Oh, okay.
That should be known.
After discussing that with us on the chat.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm surprised I didn't tweet on July 4th.
The last tweet you actually had was on July 12th. It was a tweet from Dade South where he was saying, look at Jalen Phillips' dance moves. And you had tweeted, he's limping in that video. To which I responded, are you sure that's just not Kane swagger? And you just responded, why?
like, listen, can I just say something? When you have an injured leg, nobody want to see you pimping your walkout, right? It looks like you're still hurt. So I'm more than sure he's trying to prove that he can walk like normal folks. What's wrong with you?
I heard Adam Beasley say he could be back by week 1.
Wow.
He said that? And I'm going to say this. Adam Beasley's lying.
Why? He wouldn't do that.
You can't accuse him.
Why? Give me one good reason as to why you would rush him back.
Oh, why would you? What if it's
because in a year, you're going to have to pay him. And it would suck that you're the reason why he doesn't play this year because you brought him back too soon. Makes no sense.
I'll tell you what else doesn't make sense. Having crappy horseshoes, which is why you should go to Charlie's. Don't have your favorite four-legged friend walk around on some tin shoes. Get yourself some real horseshoes at Charlie's. This has been the Buck Reising Show. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
I'll see y'all when I see y'all.
Summers